Chapter 5:13. That feeling was easy to explain. For example, if you have a friend who is very stingy, but you are already used to his stinginess. If he suddenly treats you to a big meal one day, you will definitely be surprised, but at the same time, you will also be happy and excited. This analogy might not be too appropriate, but the general idea was as such. Lin Xian originally wanted to go to Ling Ying and Han Chushua's place, but after thinking about it, he decided to go home and accompany his little fairy. Even if he went to Han Chushua's place, he wouldn't be able to do anything tonight, unless Ling Ying wasn't there. Ling Longyue looked at the medicine in her hand. It was indeed the same as the one she gave her sister. However, she still wanted to witness this moment with Ling Longshui. Moreover, she didn't have any confidence in using something, so she hoped that with her sister by her side, she would feel more at ease. The next morning, Lin Xian was awoken by a fragrant smell. He yawned and walked out. "Damn! Miss Xiao." Lin Xian was stunned when he saw the figure in the kitchen. Xiao Runing's first reaction when she saw Lin Xian was to blush slightly, because she thought of certain scenes. "What? Can't I stay in your house?" Xiao Runing pretended to be calm as she prepared breakfast. Facing Lin Xian now, she was the one who was the most unsettled. In the bathroom, Lin Ye finished washing up and walked out. She looked at Lin Xian and said gently, "Yesterday, I followed Miss Xiao to learn how to fight for the whole day, and then instantly fell asleep at home." Lin Xian nodded. Luckily, he didn't enter Lin Ye's room to do anything last night. Otherwise, it would be awkward if Xiao Runing slept with her. "Today, I'll bring your sister to the demonic beast domain. Isn't it too early?" Lin Xian walked to Xiao Runing's side and said, "It's nothing. I'm just letting your sister's little fairy experience a real battle with demonic beasts. Then I'll bring her to a virtual battle and teach her how to fight. I'll let her fight with a spirit-focused demonic beast. Moreover, I'll be by her side to protect her, so don't worry." Xiao Runing said. "All right." Xiao Runing must have her reasons. She must use the best way to train Linya. Linya had started too late, but she had the advantage of being at the arcane body realm from the very beginning. Her attributes were also strong, and she also had a special physique. This physique allowed her cold energy to double, and even Xiao Runing was very envious of her. "Oh, that's right. Last night, I saw 100,000 demon beasts gathered together in Chongfeng City." Xiao Runing's movements suddenly stopped. "What did you say?" 100,000 demonic beasts gathered together. Xiao Runing asked excitedly. Lin Xian nodded. "That's right. I've already told Chief Commander Qin. He'll definitely make the arrangements." Xiao Runing frowned. "This is not good news." "Since you've already told Chief Commander Qin, I'm relieved for the time being." Lin Xian nodded. "I hope it's okay. I'm just reminding you that the demonic beast domain might be dangerous." Xiao Runing said, "Don't worry. I'll bring your sister to look for some spirit focus and spirit-building demonic beasts nearby. We won't go far." After breakfast, Lin Xian had nothing to do for the time being. Since he had reached the Thunder Tribulation realm, there was no need for him to go to the Sky Marshal Court. The Sky Marshal Assembly had already ended. Therefore, this should be the most relaxing time for Lin Xian. However, Lin Xian still had the Evil Fiend Temple and Zhao Mengyue behind his back. This made him very distressed. And now, Lin Xian's most important task was to woo the girls. Han Chushue was the first, followed by Ling Longshui, Ling Longyu, and Bing Lingyue. These three girls were not difficult to woo, but they were also difficult to woo. It was all up to fate. There was one more person, Murong Qing. Last night in the demonic beast domain, this girl had sent a message to Lin Xian, saying that she had booked a room and asked him to come over. He wanted to go over. Although he knew that nothing would happen, he could woo her. Unfortunately, he was in the demonic beast domain last night. However, he did not need to pay too much attention to Murong Qing because she was the last to trigger the mission. Now, the most anxious one was Han Chushue, followed by Ling Longshui and Bing Lingyue. To be honest, Bing Lingyue's special feelings for Linglong Shui had gradually turned into a sisterly relationship. This made Lin Xian's plan a little ruined. I'll ask Han Chushu out again tonight and woo her. Lin Xian rubbed his chin. He had already thought of a plan. Then, early in the morning, Lu Yufan and Yi asked Lin Xian to go shopping. Originally, they did not want to watch a movie, but Lin Xian requested to watch a movie, so they had no choice but to do so. Because watching a movie could pass 2 hours of free time, and they could even take advantage of each other. How comfortable was that? Especially with Yi beside them, the feeling of taking advantage of Lu Yufan was even better. Are you hungry? After watching the movie, it was already 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They had not even eaten lunch yet. What do you think? I'm starving. Lu Yufan rubbed her stomach and said with grievance. Lu Yufan did not really want to watch a movie. It was fine if she watched it alone with Lin Xian, but with Yi around she wanted to go shopping, eat good food, play all kinds of games, go to some esports centers and so on. Then she was dragged by Lin Xian to watch a movie. It was fine if they watched a movie, but this guy kept taking advantage of her. The person sitting next to her was Yi. She was also afraid of being found out, so she did not have the mood to watch the movie. Moreover, she was hungry. I'm a little hungry too. Yi looked at Lin Xian and said softly, let's go, I'll treat you guys to a big meal. Big meal? How big of a meal is it? Lu Yufan's big eyes twinkled like little stars. The kind in a 5-star hotel. Yi thought for a while and said, we can just eat casually. Why do we have to go to a 5-star hotel? It's the same thing, but it's many times more expensive than outside. They did not lack money, but Yi felt that it was really unnecessary for the three of them to go there. It was a waste of money. Lin Xian smiled and said, it's free. The two girls were stunned. Just follow me. Lin Xian smiled mysteriously. That's right, he was going to the Chen family's 5-star hotel, Drunken Pavilion, which was also Chen Cheng's family business. Why did he want to go there when Bing Lingyue and Linglong Shui went to the same place? Firstly, it was indeed free. Chen Cheng had said so at that time. Secondly, the parchment scroll was still in Chen Cheng's hands. Lin Xian had to think of a way to get the parchment scroll because it was very important to Linglong Shui. Lin Xian had also promised her. As long as he got the parchment scroll, Lin Xian could rightfully pursue Linglong Shui. Of course, he knew that Linglong Shui would definitely not agree. However, if he pursued her in such a manner, there would definitely be more opportunities to do more things with Linglong Shui. This girl's favorability had already reached 30. It was really not easy. Linglong Shui, the void fox of the virtuality realm, was so beautiful and noble. Getting her was harder than ascending to the heavens. However, Lin Xian had an advantage that no one else had. He had gone deep before. Chapter 5:14. Lin Xian had 2 beautiful young girls with him. One was lively, and the other was a lady from a respectable family. With them by his side, Lin Xian felt even more proud. This is the Chen family's hotel, right? Yi could be considered to be experienced and knowledgeable. When she saw Drunken Pavilion, she said softly, yeah. Yi looked at Lin Xian and asked, don't you have a conflict with Chen Cheng? Why are you eating at his hotel for free? Lin Xian smiled mysteriously. It's a secret. With that, he walked in. Oh. Still acting mysterious. He must have invited that Chen Cheng to the brothel, and then they became friends. Lu Yufan pouted. The 2 girls followed him in. Welcome to Drunken Pavilion. The beautiful hostesses bowed one after another. Lin Xian took out the black card and handed it over. As employees of Drunken Pavilion, they naturally knew what the black card meant. Only the top VIPs of Drunken Pavilion could have it. But even so, it wasn't free. It was just a huge discount. Ask your lobby manager to come over. After all, Lin Xian had the black card. These conditions weren't conditions at all. Yes, sir. Please wait a moment. Then a beautiful hostess ran upstairs. Not long after, the lobby manager of Drunken Pavilion arrived. "Isn't this young Master Lin?" The lobby manager smiled awkwardly when he saw Lin Xian. Then he came over to shake hands with Lin Xian. He glanced at Yi and Lu Yufan beside Lin Xian. "Oh my god, who is this Lin Xian?" The two girls from last time were already goddess-like. Although these two couldn't compare, they were still school belles. They would definitely become even more charming in 2 years' time. 2 at a time, a total of 4. And all of them were of such high quality. Not bad. Of course, he knew who Lin Xian was. To be honest, no one in Tianhua City hadn't heard of the name Lin Xian. But whether they knew him or not was another matter. "Manager, I'm here to patronize your Drunken Pavilion again." "Ha ha ha, young Master Lin's visit brings light to my Drunken Pavilion. It brings light to my humble abode," the lobby manager said with a professional fake smile. "I remember that before I left you said I came for free, right?" The lobby manager was stunned. *CK. He came to dine and dash. Free. That's not right. Young Master Lin Chen Xiaoya, I didn't say so. It's all the same. Since you, the young master of the Chen family, said that I'm free, do you understand? The lobby manager swallowed a mouthful of saliva. Young Master Lin. What? The words of the owner of Drunken Pavilion don't count. Lin Xian glared at him. Course not, this way please. He really didn't know what to do. He did say it, but he also knew that Lin Xian was Chen Cheng's enemy. Did he really have to let him eat for free? Wouldn't that be a huge loss? If he lost money, he would also lose his heart. "Where's your young master?" Lin Xian asked. Lin Xian's main purpose for coming here was to find Chen Cheng. If Chen Cheng wasn't around, then it wouldn't do. "My young master is outside. Call him and tell him I want to treat him to a drink." Alu. Shameless, treating him to a drink. It was clearly free, but he still wanted to treat him. B. He originally wanted to call Chen Cheng to tell him about the situation here, but since Lin Xian said it, then he naturally made the call. "Hello, Chen Xiaoya, your good friend young Master Lin came to Drunken Pavilion to eat." Chen Cheng was playing golf and then asked in confusion, "Young Master Lin? Which young Master Lin?" Lin Xian. Chen Cheng. To be honest, it was true that he didn't get along with Lin Xian, but Lin Xian caught Qin Xiaotian and got rid of him. He really admired Lin Xian, but he never told him that they were friends, right? "Just come, why tell me?" The lobby manager saw that there were some things that couldn't be said in front of Lin Xian, so he opened the door for him. Then he walked to the side and said, "Young Master Lin is using the excuse of free food that you said last time to eat and dash." Shameless. Chen Cheng scolded and then said, "Let's eat. Do you think I, Chen Cheng, owe him money for a meal? Give him whatever he wants. Humph, treat him with good food and drink. Let him think how generous I, Chen Cheng, am. Just treat it as feeding a beggar." "Oh. Young Master Chen, he also asked you to come over and said he wants to invite you." *CK. What is his status and what is my status? Does he deserve to eat at the same table as me? Chen Cheng spat a mouthful of saliva. He brought 2 female companions with him this time. Chen Cheng. The 2 from last time. "No, I don't recognize them, but they are also very beautiful." *CK. Chen Cheng scolded angrily. Who the *CK could stand this? What was so good about this Lin Xian? Why were there so many girls around him? All of them were so beautiful. The 2 from before could be called goddesses. Real fairies. And now there were 2 others. "I'll go over now." With that, Chen Cheng hung up the phone. The lobby manager was stunned. Was this Chen Cheng so unimpressive? He came for the 2 girls around Lin Xian. He was the young master of the Chen family. Why was he willing to come for the girls around Lin Xian? To be honest, Chen Cheng was envious. He wanted to see who the other 2 girls around Lin Xian were. Wouldn't it be great if he could win them over or steal them away from Lin Xian? Moreover, Lin Xian was completely incomparable to him. When the time came, Lin Xian might even become a foil to Chen Cheng. Following that, the lobby manager walked towards the private room where Lin Xian and the other two were. Lin Xian were having a meal. Why did you invite an unrelated person? Moreover, he's your enemy. Lu Yufan asked, puzzled. He was a little unhappy. They were clearly having a meal with their own people. If they called a stranger over, the atmosphere would be completely broken and it would be super awkward. I have something important to discuss with him. Moreover, this person's character isn't bad. It's fine, but I'll need your help when the time comes. Oh, what is it? Young Master Lin, my young master said he's already on the way. You can order first. Lin Xian nodded in satisfaction. This Chen Cheng was indeed here. There's no need to order. Just bring me your best and most expensive dishes. The corner of his mouth twitched. The most expensive food. For a 5-star hotel like theirs, they had some of the rarest ingredients from all over the world. If the most expensive food was served, it would cost millions. Yes. He agreed, but of course he wouldn't bring out the best food. Remember, it must be the most expensive. I'm treating your young master to this meal. We can't let him down. The lobby manager nodded. Got it. I'll give the order right away. Hey, wait. Do you have Lafite 82? Bring out a box first. Chapter 5:15. Hearing Lin Xian's words, the lobby manager's mouth couldn't help but twitch. A box of 1982 Lafite. Do you think you're drinking beer? Lin Xian certainly knew that they could lie to him about the food, but they couldn't lie about the wine. Young Master Lin, this red wine. You can't drink it like this. The lobby manager's forehead was sweating. What? I'm patronizing your business. Do I need you to teach me a lesson? Give me a box first. Don't tell me you don't have a box of Lafite in such a big hotel. I really don't. Lin Xian glanced at him and said, if you don't have it, then I'll have to find someone to verify whether this is a real 5-star hotel or not. Hurry up, it's not your restaurant. What are you afraid of? We're used to drinking 1982 Lafite. Give me a box in 3 minutes to whet our appetite. Hurry up. Then the lobby manager left the room. You're really shameless. Lu Yufan couldn't help but laugh and say, a box of 1982 Lafite. How much would that cost? Not necessarily. Wouldn't that be a huge loss? Yi said. She had seen through it thoroughly. Then, delicious dishes were served one after another. These dishes looked expensive, but they were definitely not the most expensive. There might only be 1 or 2 dishes, but it was still reasonable. Damn. This prawn is half the size of my hand. Lin Xian looked at the prawns and turtles. This is called eating, okay? Bang. Hey, miss. Lin Xian called out to one of the waitresses who had just finished serving the dishes and was about to leave. What's the matter? Lin Xian said. Help me ask when my box of 1982 Lafite will be served. The corner of the girl's mouth twitched. A box of 1982 Lafite. Is this guy a nouveau riche? Okay, I'll go ask him. After about 5 minutes, the lobby manager personally walked in with a box in his arms. Yo, my box of 1982 Lafite is here. Lin Xian grinned with greasy lips. It was quite fun to eat with girls. For example, Lin Xian didn't even have to lift a finger to eat prawns. Yi and Lu Yufan helped Lin Xian peel them for him. The lobby manager smiled awkwardly and said, Young Master Lin, our hotel doesn't have many 1982 Lafite bottles left. A big crocodile bought most of them 2 days ago. We only have these 2 bottles left. The rest have been made into royal salute for you. There were a total of 6 bottles, but the price of these 6 bottles added up to 6 figures. For them it was a huge loss, but in fact it was only a loss of profit. For a family business like theirs, these 6 bottles of red wine were less than half a day's turnover. Sometimes a person could spend tens of millions just to save face, or tens of millions just to belittle another person. However, Chen Cheng didn't need to spend so much just for the latter. He could also do the former. Come, come, come. Let's drink this 1982 La Fight. We'll keep the rest and sell them. When the lobby manager heard Lin Xian's words, the corner of his mouth twitched. What the F***CK? Cough cough. Enjoy your meal. I'll go out first. Then he walked out. Fortunately, these things didn't belong to him. Otherwise his heart would ache. However, that young master of his didn't care too much about this little bit of money. Lin Xian, can you not be so bad? Lu Yufan couldn't help but laugh. Damn. You call this bad? One is willing to hit while the other is willing to be hit. You can't blame me. This meal is already very luxurious. You two better put on a good show later, and I won't make you pay. The two girls. Wow. This Lin Xian is too bad. After about 20 minutes, their door was knocked. Come in. Then a figure walked in. Naturally it was Chen Cheng. He immediately looked at Lu Yufan and Yi. How should he put it? He thought that they were girls that he didn't know. If he didn't know them, it would be even more mysterious. But luckily, these two were the two school beauties of Tianhua Academy. However, it seemed that they were very close to Lin Xian. What was the meaning of Lin Xian bringing them here and even asking him to come over? Introduce them to him. Was that possible? Impossible. But he still held on to some hope. Oh, young Master Chen is here. Lin Xian had a happy expression. Young Master Lin, have you fallen in love with the taste of my drunken pavilion? Chen Cheng walked in and sat opposite Lin Xian. Ha ha ha, yes, the taste is indeed not bad. As expected of a famous 5-star hotel in Tianhua City. As Lin Xian spoke, he silently kept the 5 bottles of red wine into his spatial ring. When Chen Cheng saw this, the corner of his mouth twitched. Hey, useless. Young Master Chen, there's nothing to drink here. Shall I pour you a cup of 82 La Fight? No need, I'm not drinking. I'm sick of drinking such things. Chen Cheng said. Awesome, as expected of young Master Chen. Young Master Chen is awesome. Lin Xian gave him a thumbs up. Young Master Lin, why did you call me here? Could it be that you want to drag Qin Shaotian out and celebrate with me? Lin Xian laughed loudly. Ha ha ha, yes, shouldn't we celebrate? To you, it should be a celebration. But I don't have much interaction with Qin Shaotian, nor do I have any enmity with him. But from the perspective of a righteous martial artist, shouldn't we celebrate the eradication of an evil martial artist? Lin Xian's lips curled. Chen Cheng could not refute Lin Xian's words. He nodded. This is indeed worth celebrating. Then he clapped his hands and a beautiful waitress walked in. Young master, what are your orders? Bring me 2 bottles of good quality white wine. What's the point of having a simple meal with red wine? Soon 2 bottles of white wine were brought over. Chen Cheng threw one to Lin Xian and kept the other for himself. What's wrong? You can't drink. Chen Cheng glanced at Lin Xian. Wouldn't it be a joke if a martial artist can't drink white wine? Then Lin Xian poured himself a full glass. That's right, red wine is for girls. Chen Cheng laughed. Then he glanced at Yi and Lu Yufan. They were indeed campus belles. After 2 years, these 2 girls would definitely be even more beautiful. If he could get one of them now, it would be perfect. Lin Xian, I don't think you asked me to come over for this meal today just to celebrate, right? Chen Cheng took a bite of the food and said. Lin Xian smiled. Of course not. Let Yi tell you. Chen Cheng looked at Yi. Yi then looked at Chen Cheng and said, Actually, I asked Lin Xian to call you over today because I heard that you and Lin Xian are good friends. Good friends. Good friends, my ass. Yi said this to make Chen Cheng have no reason to refute. Moreover, he could not say that they were not good friends in front of Lin Xian, right? The main thing was that there were 2 beautiful girls here. He did not want to fall out with Lin Xian here. Chapter 5:16. Chen Cheng smiled and said, "Yeah, but why are you looking for me, Yi? You can just look for me in the future. You don't have to trouble Lin Xian. I'll be careful next time. It's mainly because I need your help. I'm a little embarrassed." Yi said embarrassedly. Lin Xian was secretly impressed by Yi's acting skills. She was pretty good. Every single one of them was an untapped movie queen. On the other hand, Chen Cheng was very happy. The girl had a favor to ask of him. Moreover, Yi seemed to be very embarrassed. That was very comfortable for a guy. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Although we're not from the same school, I've heard about you and seen you more than once. We can be considered friends, right? Chen Cheng said with a smile. Sure enough, there's not a single good man. Lu Yufan muttered beside Lin Xian. Lin Xian. Little Fan, isn't that a little too broad? Lin Xian whispered. Chen Cheng's attention was now on Yi. The two of them were chatting happily. Humph. Even you said it yourself. Bite me if you don't like it. No, I'm not going to bite you. Bite me. Lin Xian said with a smile. Humph. Then you'd better be careful. I'll bite you hard later. Lin Xian held back his laughter. Okay. Bite me tonight if you have the chance. Oh! Lu Yufan looked at Lin Xian in surprise. Why did he feel like he was talking about something bad? But he didn't. On the other side, Chen Cheng said, Yi, just say it. There's no need to be embarrassed. Yi secretly looked at Lin Xian, then looked at Chen Cheng and said, I don't know if you agree. Chen Cheng smiled and said, Yi, if you need help, as long as I can help you, there's no such thing as agreement. Then, all right. Yi then said, Actually, I also participated in an auction in the Bounty Hunter Guild. Oh, when was it? Chen Cheng asked in surprise. It's the time when you bought the Heaven's Wrath Needle. Chen Cheng didn't think much of it. When he questioned Qin Xiaotian that day, Lin Xian said that he was the one who auctioned the Heaven's Wrath Needle, so it was normal for Yi to know that he was the one who bought it. You want this Heaven's Wrath Needle? Qin Qing asked. To be honest, if it was the Heaven's Wrath Needle, he would never give it to Yi. It was too precious. Even if Yi bought it at the same price, he wouldn't sell it. This was where Yi was smart. It was the same as bargaining. In fact, you could accept 50 yuan, but if you bid 25 yuan at the beginning, and Chen Cheng was the boss, you might end up with 40 yuan. Now, Yi had to grasp Chen Cheng's mentality. Chen Cheng would mistakenly think that Yi wanted the Heaven's Wrath Needle at first. Then he would be very cautious and reluctant. When Yi said that she didn't want the Heaven's Wrath Needle, he would sigh in relief. It would be much easier to get it then. Yi shook her head. It's not the Heaven's Wrath Needle. Even if I wanted it, I don't have the money. Chen Cheng sighed in relief. Then, it's the parchment scroll from before. Oh, you're interested in that parchment scroll? Chen Cheng froze for a moment. Yi shook her head. It's not me, it's my grandfather. My grandfather likes to collect things, especially things that are old. Although the parchment scroll is only a small part of it, it should be very old. That day, my grandfather and I wanted to sell it at the auction, but in the end we didn't sell it. If grandfather likes it, then I'll give it to you. Chen Cheng took out the parchment scroll and handed it to Yi. Yi's small mouth opened slightly, looking flattered, and then said, No. You spent millions to buy it. I must spend money to buy it back. Chen Cheng smiled and said, Yi, you look down on me. It's only a few million. It's worth it to make a friend like you and make grandfather happy. Just take it as a gift from me to grandfather. Take it. Yes. Who is young Master Chen? He's the young master of the Chen family. A few million is the turnover of Drunken Pavilion in a few days. It's probably just a random car or a collection in young Master Chen's house. People like me have to rely on young Master Chen to eat and drink here. And young Master Chen doesn't even charge me. I'm impressed. Lin Xian said, laughing in his heart. Damn it. What a pitiful man. This. Yi hesitated for a moment, then nodded and put away the parchment scroll. Then I'll thank you. I'll treat you to a meal next time. Okay, then I'll wait for your call. By the way, give me your phone number. Lin Xian, He Lu, and Fong held back their laughter, using something that cost millions to auction in exchange for Yi's phone number. Although a few million might be nothing to him, but if he knew, he would definitely be upset. You're so bad. Lu Yufan rolled her eyes at Lin Xian and whispered. Even so, she was still holding back her laughter. Shoo. Lin Xian also held back his laughter. 10 minutes later, they left Drunken Pavilion. With the item in hand, Lin Xian didn't need to stay any longer. Chen Cheng was still happily saying goodbye to Yi. Here. On the way, Yi handed the parchment scroll to Lin Xian. Lin Xian took it with a smile. Thanks, I owe you one. It's fine. I'm just a little embarrassed. After all, you tricked him. Not really. Lin Xian said. Lin Xian said. When the time comes, you can just go and ask him to treat you to a meal. Then you won't be tricking him, right? At most, you can just treat it as him spending millions to treat you to a meal. Yi. All right. Hey, how can you encourage Yi to go on a date with another man? What if something happens to her? Lu Yufan was unhappy. If there's no other way, I'll go too, okay? He didn't say that Yi can't bring me. You're so bad. He'll explode when the time comes. Lu Yufan couldn't help but laugh again. Lin Xian put away the parchment scroll. Thank you, headquarters. I'll treat you to a good meal another day. You said it, Lu Yufan said. I didn't tell you, I told Yi. What did you help me with? Other than eating and drinking there, what else did you do? Lu Yufan, bastard. Do you think I won't tell Chen Cheng? Lu Yufan threatened. Oh, I won't send you off. Then Lin Xian walked away. Yi, look at him. Lu Yufan pointed at Lin Xian aggrievedly and stomped her little feet. Yi smiled and said, Are you not used to it yet? I just don't feel good. Lin Xian had already gone to Ling Long Shue's house. Chapter 5:17. In Ling Long Shue's house, Lin Xian was sitting with his legs crossed. He had just received a cup of tea from Ling Long Shue. Ling Longyue's space attribute had also reached large success. Although she didn't seem to care much about it on the surface, she was still very happy at this moment. It wasn't easy for Lin Xian's favorability towards her to reach 20 points. He had sacrificed a lot for it. When her space attribute reached the large success stage, she added another 5 points. Now she had 25 favorability towards Ling Long Shui 30 points. As for Bing Lingyue, he could not see her. She was very special, but it should not be too low. It should not be lower than 10, right? But thinking about it, Lin Xian did not seem to have purposely increased Bing Lingyue's favorability. Thinking about it, he felt a little embarrassed. He had tried to hit on Han Chushue, and now he was chatting with Ling Longyu. It was only with Bing Lingyue that he did not talk much. She was always smiling at them from the side. She had a sense of déjà vu like Linya, which was quite good. Space attribute has reached the large success stage. Lin Xian looked at Ling Longyu and rolled his eyes. This little girl was smiling like a flower. What does it have to do with you? Ling Longyu saw Lin Xian looking at her and immediately became arrogant. However, the smile on her face did not disappear. I say, little Ling Long, you have to control your younger sister. Saying one thing and thinking another is too serious. In the future, if a guy confesses to her and she likes that guy too, she might say one thing and pretend to reject him. In a few days, she might see the guy she likes holding another girl's hand and going shopping. By then, it would be too late for regrets. We have to do something about it. Lin Xian said to Ling Long Shui. It is impossible for me to like a guy. Guys are all pigs. Ling Longyu said proudly. Lin Xian looked at her in shock. He then looked at Ling Longyu and said, Xiao Linglong, look at how serious your sister is now. She doesn't like guys anymore. The legacy of the Void Fox clan can only be passed down by you. Don't count on your sister. Ling Longyu gritted her teeth and glared at Lin Xian. But thinking about it, she was in a good mood today and did not want to lower herself to the same level as this bastard. I thank you on behalf of Yu Heir. Thank you for helping her increase her space attribute to the large success stage. Ling Longshui did not mention this topic to Lin Xian. However, her eyes were sincere. Although this woman was a little rigid, cold, and difficult to get along with, she had her principles. Even if Lin Xian was weak, she would still say thank you to Lin Xian. She had said sorry before. It's okay. She's my sister-in-law anyway. Or family. Lin Xian. Huh. Sister-in-law. Ling Longshui was slightly surprised. She had never heard of this term before. Ah. Lin Xian looked at Bing Lingyue and asked, Little Bing Bing, do you know what sister-in-law means? Bing Lingyue shook her head slightly. Never heard of it. She would definitely understand, but it was definitely not how it was called in her time. Alright, let me explain. For example, you are Ling Longyu's sister and you are my wife. If I call your sister, I will call her sister-in-law. I see. Ling Longshui was enlightened. However, she suddenly realized something in the next second. You. Ling Longshui's little face was slightly red. Honestly speaking, if it was in the past, Lin Xian's teasing wouldn't work at all. Ling Longshui wouldn't feel shy at all and would only feel anger. However, when a girl had a favorable impression of you, teasing would be effective. Obviously, although Ling Longshui wanted to kill Lin Xian in the past, Lin Xian didn't waste his efforts during this period of time. From a negative number of favorable impression points to 30. One must know that this was Ling Longshui, not a little girl like Lu Yufan who could be easily tricked. From a negative number of favorable impression points to 30 now, Lin Xian admired himself. It was mainly because he was too good at cheating. No, it was because he was handsome. Didn't you say you would be my wife? Lin Xian smiled as he took out the parchment scroll and threw it to Ling Longshui. Ling Longshui took it. See if it's the parchment scroll you wanted. Lin Xian. Ling Longshui's attention shifted from Lin Xian's words to the parchment scroll. Yes. Ling Longshui opened it and took a look. Her beautiful eyes lit up. She did not expect Lin Xian to really help her find the parchment scroll. This was too miraculous. So, you have to fulfill your promise and be my wife. Bastard. Don't tease my sister. Ling Longshui was unhappy when she heard this. Extremely, extremely unhappy. It's none of your business. Lin Xian rolled his eyes at her. Ling Longshui silently kept the parchment scroll and looked at Lin Xian. Her face was slightly red. I only promised you that I would give you a chance. I didn't say that I would be your wife. Ling Longshui was still very rational. She wouldn't let Lin Xian's words cause her to lose her composure. Bing Lingyue leaned on the sofa, drinking tea and eating fruits. She looked like an onlooker waiting to watch a good show. Besides playing with them every day, she really looked forward to Lin Xian coming over to bicker with these two sisters. She did not know why, but she inexplicably liked watching them bicker. Alright then. Lin Xian clapped his hands and stood up. Dear, let's go out and watch a movie. Lin Xian said as he reached out and hugged Ling Longshui's slim waist. Oh my god. This top-grade girl's figure. Oh my god, it's amazing. That night was the night he was raped by Ling Longshui. Why didn't he enjoy it and feel how good this girl was? Oh, what a pity. At that moment, Ling Longshui's mind went blank. It was Ling Longshui's roar that woke her up. Then, Ling Longshui's figure disappeared and reappeared a few meters away from Lin Xian. Her face was red and she pretended to be calm. She stood there and looked to the side. You. Ling Longshui could not hold it in anymore. She stood in front of Lin Xian and pointed at him. She was so angry that she could not speak. This bastard. He took advantage of her sister in front of her again. So angry. What about you? This is a private matter between me and your sister. Why are you meddling in it? Go away and play with the sand. Ling Longyu was angry, but she could not do anything. To be honest, if it was in the past, she might really kill Lin Xian because she did not have any favorability points. But now, what was the level of 25 favorability points? It was already at the friendly level. As long as Lin Xian did not do anything overboard, she would not lose any favorability points. Moreover, with such favorability points, it was impossible for her to kill Lin Xian. Ling Longshui regained her composure and said, "It's getting late. I'm a little tired. As for what I promised you, I'm only giving you a chance. It's not certain whether you'll go out for a meal or not." "Oh, you're a classic example of leaving after playing with me." Chapter 518. Ling Longshui said straightforwardly, "I've never done it before. How can I say that?" Lin Xian was speechless. "I suggest you try to recall whether you've done it before or not." Ling Longshui was speechless. When she heard Lin Xian's words, her thoughts returned to that moment and she blushed. "Get lost." After scolding, Ling Longshui returned to her room. She really did do it. Ding. Felt Ling Longshui's embarrassment. Adonis points plus 100,000. Ding. Felt Ling Longshui's anger. Adonis points plus 10,000. Ling Longyu and Bing Lingyue were surprised. They both saw Ling Longshui's face turn red. They noticed it on purpose so they saw it clearly. Did something really happen between her and Lin Xian? Otherwise, why would she have such a big reaction to Lin Xian's words? "Hey, what did you mean by what you said to my sister?" Ling Longyu walked over and elbowed Lin Xian. She was very curious. "You can ask her yourself. I'm not going to tell you. I'm leaving. I'm going to watch a movie with another girl tonight. Bye-bye." Then Lin Xian walked away with a smile. Ding. Felt Ling Longyu's displeasure. Adonis points plus 10,000. "Sister Bing, this person must have done something to my sister," Ling Longyue said unyieldingly. Bing Lingyue smiled. "What do you think Lin Xian could do to someone of your sister's level? But Lin Xian is too bad. Isn't your sister smart?" That's true. Bing Lingyue also felt that something really did happen between Ling Longshui and Lin Xian because she saw Ling Longshui's strange behavior. If nothing happened between them, why would she show such emotions? But she still had to comfort Ling Longyu. But even if something did happen, Bing Lingyue felt that at most, Lin Xian took advantage of her. After all, this Lin Xian was not very serious. At this moment, Ling Longshui closed the door and leaned against it with her hands on her chest. She did not know what kind of emotions she was feeling. Her beautiful eyes flashed with a complicated light. Yes, what happened that night would forever hurt her. She had been very happy these past few days. Even if she didn't think about it, she was still very happy. However, now that Lin Xian had brought it up, all sorts of complicated emotions welled up within her. Actually, it was very simple. She just had to kill Lin Xian. How straightforward would that be? Everything would end once and for all. Sometimes, Ling Longshui even regretted not killing that bastard Lin Xian back then. Now, she couldn't kill him. Ah! At this moment, Lin Xian's mind was full of system notifications about Ling Longshui. It contributed a lot of Adonis points to him. But it was enough to see how tormented Ling Longshui's heart was at this moment. Lin Xian smiled, then took out his phone and dialed Han Chushua's number. "This girl. It's time to make a move. Otherwise, there won't be enough time." Fortunately, the 1-month time limit of the previous mission was refreshed with the change of the mission. Now there were 20 days left. But in 20 days he had to get Han Chushue have sex with her, and then do it with her. Was it enough? Oh my god. It was so difficult that it was going to explode. So he could not delay any longer. He had to at least confirm this relationship first. Lin Xian realized that even though he was a scumbag, he had to admit that part of it was because of this damned system that made him like this. Part of it, to be honest, was probably every man's dream, and he couldn't refuse it. However, He really only wanted to establish a relationship with the girl in order to complete the mission and avoid punishment. Of course, this was indeed considered a scumbag. Lin Xian admitted that, but he really didn't take advantage of her too much. At least until now, Lin Xian really only had one woman, Ling Ying. The second Ling Longshui was also an accident. After that, there were no more women. Lin Xian felt that he had maintained a good style in this regard. But if there was that kind of mission, Lin Xian really did not have much of a choice. Let's do it. Hello. Han Chushua's call connected. What's the matter? Han Chushua would probably only speak so gently to Lin Xian. Even to Ling Ying, she was a little cold. It's nothing. Are you free? Let's go out for a meal and watch a movie. Before Han Chushua could answer, a shout came from the other side. I'm free. What hotel? I'll go over now. Lin Xian. This was obviously Ling Ying's voice. Damn it. Damn. Little Ling Ying, why are you not at home all day? Why are you at Han Chushua's place every day? Lin Xian rubbed his forehead helplessly. This Ling Ying. He had ruined his plans time and time again. Hee. Ling Ying of course knew that this bastard Lin Xian was up to no good. Then she moved closer to the phone and said with a smile, I calculated that there was a dinner party tonight, so I came over early. Hurry, what hotel? I'll go over now. Lin Xian was about to cry. This girl. No, he had to teach her a lesson. Actually, Ling Ying was not mainly because of Lin Xian. She was annoyed to death by that Lin Xian, so she could only hide at Han Chushua's place for a while. Then, King saw Lin Xian calling Han Chushua to ask her out for a movie. F***ck. Why did Lin Xian ask Han Chushua out alone time and time again? Of course, Ling Ying could guess it with her toes. Bastard. She was really unhappy. Ah no, I was just asking. I didn't want to ask Chushua out. Just asking. If there's nothing else, I'm hanging up. Lin Xian said resentfully. Surnamed Lin, do you want a hat? Lin Xian suddenly quivered. F***ck. Ahem, that. I'm just joking. Then let's go to Drunken Pavilion. I'll get a private room there and wait for you guys. Ling Ying was satisfied. Got it. Lin Xian hung up the phone in tears. He was so pitiful. What a pitiful man. If others knew what he was thinking, they would really kill him. How pitiful could he be? F***ck. Welcome to Drunken Pavilion. Nighttime was the busiest time for business. After Lin Xian entered, several beautiful hostesses smiled sweetly. The lobby manager had just walked down when he saw Lin Xian walk in. He trembled. F***ck. Why was this god of plague here again? Did he really think that Drunken Pavilion was a place that provided free food? F***ck. Yo manager. Come here, come here. When Lin Xian saw the lobby manager, he smiled and waved his hand. The lobby manager forced a smile and walked over. Young Master Lin, what can I do for you? 2 of my friends are coming in a bit. Serve the same dishes as last time. Chapter 519. The lobby manager wiped his cold sweat. Oh, all right, please enter the private room first, young Master Lin. However, our red wine hasn't arrived yet, so we don't have any red wine. Among all the drinks, red wine was definitely the most expensive of the same grade, and it was many times more expensive. To be honest, they didn't mind this meal, but if they were to give Lin Xian a box of red wine, that would be unacceptable. So he said it in advance. As long as they didn't give him a box of red wine, Chen Cheng wouldn't care about a meal. Then let me know when there's red wine. Just serve some drinks. The lobby manager heaved a sigh of relief. On the other side, Zhao Nanfeng was hugging a beautiful woman and getting high in a KTV. That's right, on the surface, he looked very pure and devoted to Ling Ying, but to be honest, how many of these young masters could really keep themselves clean? With such a high status and so many luxurious things in the world, it was too tempting for them, especially when they had the ability to enjoy everything in the world. He looked at the time. It was 8 in the evening. Previously, he had asked Ling Ying out for a meal, but she said she had already eaten. Could he ask her out for a movie now? To be honest, Ling Ying was many levels higher than these so-called beauties and goddesses. Then he walked out and dialed Ling Ying's number. Ling Ying, let's go watch a movie together. It's on Avengers 8 today. Let's go watch it together. Zhao Nanfeng said with a flattering smile. No need, I'm having dinner with a friend. Didn't you say you had already eaten? Zhao Nanfeng frowned. Ah. I did eat, but it's a friend's invitation, so I'm the only one waiting. It'll be embarrassing if I don't go. I'm hanging up. Bang! Zhao Nanfeng's fist landed on a tree. Then he received another call. His face was filled with anger. He had long sent people to secretly follow Lin Xian and the rest. The last news he received was that the three of them were at Drunken Pavilion. It was still them. They only invited Lin Xian to a meal and not him. Zhao Nanfeng finally understood. In Ling Ying's eyes he was a joke. He didn't want Ling Ying anymore. To be honest, if Ling Ying didn't like him, no matter how hard he tried, it would be useless. Because Ling Ying's family wasn't any weaker than his Zhao family. But Lin Xian. Lin Xian. Zhao Nanfeng's eyes were vicious. He had pinned all the blame on Lin Xian. He was trying to think of a way to get back at them. Kill Lin Xian. This was too simple. Before he killed Lin Xian, he had to do something to make Lin Xian lose face in front of the two women and raise his status in their hearts. It was very simple. He had to use his own ability to crush Lin Xian in every aspect. Then an idea emerged in his mind. Hello, may I ask which floor is Mandarin Duck Pavilion? Ling Ying and Han Chushue entered Drunken Pavilion arm in arm, attracting everyone's attention. Then they asked the lobby manager. The lobby manager was dumbfounded. Mandarin Duck Pavilion. Wasn't that the private room Lin Xian was in? These two goddess-like girls were here to look for Lin Xian. Damn. This Lin Xian. Was he a god? This was already the sixth. Two at a time, and each time they were goddess-like existences. It's the innermost part of the third floor. Thank you. Then the two girls walked up the stairs. Not long after, Zhao Nanfeng walked in. He looked at the lobby manager and waved his hand. The lobby manager walked over. Sir, what's the matter? Get your master here. You don't understand. Get your Drunken Pavilion's master here. It had to be said that he was indeed someone of status. Zhao Nanfeng's tone and actions made the lobby manager feel that this person was not simple. He felt that he could not persuade him, so he could only get Chen Cheng to come over. Chen Cheng was waiting for Yi to treat him to a meal. Today was quite a beautiful day, so he eagerly came over. I heard you were looking for me. Chen Cheng looked at Zhao Nanfeng, who was not much older than him by 1 or 2 years. They were almost the same age. Name a price. How much will you sell Drunken Pavilion to me? Alu. Chen Cheng was stunned. Ha ha ha. In the next second, Chen Cheng could not help but laugh. I say bro, you're not here to pick a fight, are you? Hurry up and leave. Sell it to you. Ha ha ha. To be honest, Chen Cheng was about to die from laughter. What kind of people were these? Zhao Nanfeng said coldly. 1 billion. Is that enough? Chen Cheng was impatient. Where the F***ck did this clown come from? 1 billion. That's right. 3 billion was enough. It was a 5-star hotel. Drunken Pavilion's cost, reputation, land, and business had always been operating in large quantities. The most expensive part was that as long as Drunken Pavilion did not close down, it would continue operating and making a lot of money. That was the most profitable part. But to be honest, a few 100,000 a day in net profit would only amount to 100 million a year. 1 billion was more than enough if he wanted to sell it. Scram, scram, scram. Chin Ching really did not want to laugh in front of him. Zhao Nanfeng took out a card and slapped it on the front desk. There's 1 billion in it. Transfer it to me now. 1 billion was a huge number. But to the 8 great families of divine capital, 1 billion was just the price of an item they auctioned off. Among the 8 great families of divine capital, other than the richest Wang family, the other 7 families had assets that started at least in the trillions. And those were liquid assets. They had even more fixed assets. Why? The 8 great families had practically monopolized the most profitable things in every industry in the country. Chen Qing. Ha ha ha, please take your medicine. Stop joking around and chase me away. Chen Cheng could not be bothered to waste time. You don't believe me. Chen Cheng said. Yeah, I don't believe you. I'm the young master of the Zhao family, one of the 8 great families of divine capital. Whether there's money in the card or not, you'll know after you try. Ha ha ha. Hearing Zhao Nanfeng's words, Chen Cheng could not help but laugh. Young Master Zhao. Ha ha ha, I'm the founder of the temple. Hurry up and scram or I'll take action. Zhao Nanfeng's expression was ugly. Sure enough, this was a poor village. He did not even know who he was. He really had not seen the world. I'll give you one more chance. Transfer the card now. Otherwise, I'll forcibly purchase your family's assets. Zhao Nanfeng's aura erupted. That was the power of an advanced thunder retribution realm. Chen Qing felt this power. He did not dare to be careless. If he thought that Zhao Nanfeng was a lunatic, then a thunder retribution realm lunatic. That was not possible, right? Could it really be young Master Zhao? Go check the money in the card. Yes. The lobby manager walked away. Soon, he ran over and whispered something in Chen Cheng's ear. Chen Cheng swallowed a mouthful of saliva. There really was 1 billion in the card. To be honest, he would not sell Drunken Pavilion for 1 billion under normal circumstances. But this was Tianhua City. If the demon beasts attacked the city and Tianhua City fell, his hotel would be gone for nothing. Because of this reason, adding on 1 billion, he was willing to make this decision. Enough. Zhao Nanfeng glanced at Chen Cheng. Chapter 520. Chen Cheng swallowed his saliva. What the F***? Why is young Master Zhao here in Tianhua City? Enough, enough. I'll go settle the procedures now. Then from now on, I'll take over Drunken Pavilion. Zhao Nanfeng said. Chen Cheng nodded. Zhao Nanfeng sneered, then roared. Everyone, Drunken Pavilion is closed today. Everyone who is eating is to be kicked out. F***. Are you crazy? Chen Cheng was taken aback by his words. Whoever kicks out a customer will be rewarded with 100,000 in cash. Hurry up. Zhao Nanfeng glanced at all the staff. They swallowed their saliva, unsure if they believed him, but they had no choice but to do as he said. After all, there was no harm to them. Even if they closed down, it was his problem as long as they were paid. Then, the entire Drunken Pavilion was kicked out amidst the cursing of the staff. At this moment, Lin Xian and the rest were eating when a few people rushed in. Let's go, let's go. We're not letting you eat anymore. Hurry up and leave. A few security guards scolded Lin Xian and the rest. Lin Xian. F***. Is this how you treat your guests? Hurry up and leave. The new boss ordered all the customers to be kicked out. That's right, didn't they want to eat? Weren't they eating? Sorry, but they had to leave halfway. That was what Zhao Nanfeng was thinking. Actually, there was no need to go through so much trouble and even buy the hotel. But he had money. He could be willful when he was rich. He was too lazy to say more and just bought it. It didn't matter. He could just treat Drunken Pavilion as his place in Tianhua City and treat it as his property. He wouldn't lose much. Moreover, he didn't care. To be honest, he had many treasures that could be auctioned off in Tiandu for a few 100 million. He really didn't care about this little bit of money. Watch your mouth. Ling Ying pointed at them angrily. Hurry up and leave. F***. Ling Ying was pissed and was about to hit them. Lin Xian stopped her. It was a big taboo for a business to chase customers out, so there must be something unusual about it. Alright, let's go. It's free anyway. Then Lin Xian led them out. When they walked out, they saw Zhao Nanfeng. Lin Xian was stunned when he saw the lobby manager and the others bowing down to Zhao Nanfeng. He was certain that Zhao Nanfeng had something to do with this. Lin Xian, Chushue, and Ling Ying, why are you guys eating here? Zhao Nanfeng looked surprised when he saw them. What a coincidence. Young Master Feng is also here for dinner. Zhao Nanfeng smiled and said, No. I'm just here to take care of my own business. After all, this drunken pavilion is my property. It's just that there's a problem with the drunken pavilion, so I need to chase the customers away. I'm really sorry for disturbing your meal. Hurry up and go back to your restaurant. Then Zhao Nanfeng smiled apologetically at Ling Ying and Han Chushue. Ling Ying, Chusha, I'm really sorry. I didn't know you guys were eating here. I'll get them to bring you more food and wine. You guys can enjoy your meal. You guys are different from the other customers. Ling Ying shook his head. No need, we're almost done. Han Chushue grunted and said, Then you can take care of your drunken pavilion. Chun Ching saw this scene. No matter how stupid he was, he knew that Zhao Nanfeng had a grudge against Lin Xian. However, he didn't like Zhao Nanfeng. He was even more annoyed than Lin Xian. 1 billion. Normally he wouldn't sell it, but he was really afraid that the Zhao family would buy all of his family's businesses overnight. Therefore, he had no choice but to sell it. Young Master Lin, young Master Zhao is now the boss of Drunken Pavilion, so I won't interfere anymore. If young Master Zhao says you guys can eat, then you guys can eat. Idiot. Lin Xian cursed in his heart. Of course he was cursing Zhao Nanfeng. Did he think he was invincible because he was rich? He acted like he could do whatever he wanted. He even wanted to slap his face and disgust him. Halfway through the meal, he even bought the restaurant at a high price just to disgust him and prevent him from having a good meal. Furthermore, he was indirectly telling them that Lin Xian had the ability and strength to deal with him. He had 10,000 ways to deal with him. He could smash him to death with money. As for Lin Xian, he was chased out just for a meal. Wasn't that uncomfortable? How big was the difference between the two of them? To be honest, he was disgusted. However, Lin Xian smiled and patted Zhao Nanfeng on the shoulder. He said, I won't be eating this meal. Young Master Feng, take care of your restaurant. Oh right, I forgot to tell you. My meals here are free. It won't take much effort to eat elsewhere. With that, Lin Xian led the two girls away. Free. Zhao Nanfeng was stunned. If they were eating for free, then the effect he wanted wouldn't be as good. What's going on? Why are they eating for free here? Zhao Nanfeng asked. Chen Cheng said, Young Master Zhao, it's like this. Lin Xian has the restaurant's free card. He can eat for free a few times. *CK. Chen Cheng cursed angrily. Fortunately, he had already let Lin Xian know how big the difference between them was. As for Ling Ying, he didn't want him anymore. *T. He thought that Han Chushue and Ling Ying were pure and innocent, but it turned out that they were just two cheese. It wasn't like there weren't other people in Tiandu who could compare to the two of them. Why would he bother with Ling Ying, who didn't like him in the first place? However, he hated Lin Xian to the core. He wasn't in a hurry to kill him. He had to humiliate him slowly. Cook a good meal for this young master and send it to the presidential suite. Then Zhao Nanfeng walked upstairs. *CK. What's with the act? Chen Cheng cursed angrily. Young Master Chen. The lobby manager shouted, All right, follow him. Although this person is a little disgusting, he's still quite generous. Sure enough, there's always someone better than you. Let's go. *CK. Little Ying Ying, what kind of person did you play with when you were young? Look at this person. He's so disgusting. Lin Xian couldn't help but say on the way. To be honest, he was a little unhappy that he was checkmated by him. Ling Ying was also helpless. He's rich and can do whatever he wants. Besides, what does that have to do with me playing with him when I was young? I didn't know anything when I was young. No, he's so rich. This 5-star hotel costs at least 500 million, right? And he doesn't even want to make money. He just wants to slap me in the face. Lin Xian said unhappily. I'm afraid 500 million isn't enough. But he's really rich. He can casually auction a spiritual weapon for more than 1 billion. Chengdu is indeed a different place. Lin Xian shook his head secretly. I can't afford to offend him. He's too damn rich. I'm disgusted. But I have to pay him back. Lin Xian thought. Anyway, you're already enemies. Since he did this, he probably doesn't want to pursue me anymore. It's a good thing to end everything. I support you. How do you want to fight back? Ling Ying revealed a smirk. She liked to do bad things with Lin Xian. Chapter 521. How could he fight back? To be honest, Lin Xian was no match for Zhao Nanfeng in terms of family background, handsomeness, ability and influence. How could he fight back? However, this was exactly who Lin Xian was. He could do things that ordinary people couldn't do or think of. He only needed a simple method to do it. He only needed to think about what he had that Zhao Nanfeng envied. What did he have? Beautiful women. Didn't Zhao Nanfeng pursue Ling Ying but fail? Wasn't Han Chushue also a super beauty? Wasn't he also unable to get her? Let's go, let's eat first. Let him jump around for a while. About 2 hours later, Zhao Nanfeng received a friend request from Lin Xian on WeChat. Zhao Nanfeng laughed coldly. He thought that Lin Xian had secretly added him as a friend to apologize to him or to admit his defeat. Then, he added him as a friend and waited for Lin Xian's reply. He waited for 20 minutes. During these 20 minutes, Lin Xian and the other two sat in the hotel room and played poker leisurely. Zhao Nanfeng checked his phone every minute, but he did not receive any messages from Lin Xian. Lin Xian was relaxed, but he, who thought he was the winner, was suffering. His phone rang. Zhao Nanfeng, who was in the presidential suite, quickly picked up his phone and looked at it. The next moment, he was so angry that he wanted to vomit blood. It was a picture, a simple picture. What was in it? In a luxurious room in a hotel, there were two girls with messy hair lying together on a beautiful bed. The phone's quality was good, and the blush on their faces was very clear. They looked like they were asleep. With the blanket covering them, only two messy little heads could be seen, and they were sleeping with their eyes closed. Following that, Lin Xian sent a despise emoji, then withdrew the message and deleted him as a friend. Mother*****. Zhao Nanfeng went crazy in the room and smashed everything. He felt that he had won, but he had been defeated by Lin Xian. B****Tise. To B***cheese. Lin Xian, I want you dead. Zhao Nanfeng roared. What he regretted the most was that the picture had been deleted before he could save it. However, this Lin Xian had thoroughly angered him. No wonder this Ling Ying hangs out with Lin Xian and Han Chushue all the time. Turns out that the three of them, mother*****. Although she didn't really believe it, how could this Lin Xian make the two of them be together? Normally, he wouldn't believe it even if he died. Even if he saw the photo, he still wouldn't believe it. But why would he believe it? It was because Han Chushue was Lin Xian's girlfriend. Before this, would he believe that Han Chushue would become a trash woman? That's impossible. But it just so happened. The impossible had already become possible, but another impossible thing had happened. Would there be some possibility? I will. Are you satisfied? In the room, Han Chushue and Ling Ying were rubbing the foundation on their faces. The blush on their faces was due to a little pink blush. However, looking at it on the phone, It looked normal to have a blush on their faces. Hee, I'm satisfied. This B*TCH is probably going crazy. Lin Xian grinned. That's right. What was it that made Zhao Nanfeng jealous? It was girls. However, Lin Xian had sent him a picture of Ling Ying and Han Chuxue in bed. That messy hair, that red face, and that hotel room. What was his first reaction when he saw Lin Xian's disdainful picture? Obviously, he didn't need to think too much. Even if he wasn't sure if it was real or fake, even if he comforted himself by saying that Lin Xian and the rest were just putting on an act to make him unhappy, even if he had such thoughts, it was useless. Firstly, he wasn't 100% sure. There would always be a part of him that thought it was real. Secondly, in his opinion, Han Chuxue was already his girlfriend. Even if Ling Ying wasn't, just the fact that Han Chuxue was his girlfriend was enough for him to be envious. Whether it was Han Chuxue or Ling Ying, these two women were goddess-like existences in Tiandu. It would be an exaggeration to say that there was a line of suitors, but these two women were not exaggerating at all. Which man in Tiandu didn't have a crush on them? However, it was fine if he couldn't get them, but he was actually chased by a stinky ant from Tiandu City, a third-tier city. He couldn't understand. Jealousy. Unbalanced. It was that picture again. It was a complete explosion. That's right. These two women accompanied Lin Xian to put on an act. Although she was a little embarrassed, thinking that it was to help Lin Xian regain his face, Han Chuxue didn't mind. Remember, you owe this lady and Chuxue a big favor. If not, our reputations will be ruined. Ling Ying said. My reputation has already been ruined. Han Chuxue tidied up the hair on her forehead and said quietly. What's wrong? Ling Ying asked. Han Chuxue sat on the bed and said faintly. It's nothing big. I just didn't know how to tell my family, so I temporarily brushed it off. Did Zhao Nanfeng leak the matter of you pretending to be Lin Xian's girlfriend to Tiandu? Ling Ying asked. Han Chuxue nodded. He should have leaked it. Yesterday my mother called to ask about this matter. What did you say? I just roughly brushed it off, but I didn't say it was an act. They also understood why Han Chuxue didn't confess to her family. Because once she did, Zhao Nanfeng would definitely know about it. So now your family knows that you have a boyfriend, right? Han Chuxue nodded. Look at what you've done. Ling Ying then glared at Lin Xian. Lin Xian had a helpless expression on his face. Big sister, at that time you said that Han Chuxue was my girlfriend. I just agreed. Isn't that giving you face? Lin Xian helplessly shrugged his shoulders. Okay, it's my fault. Then Lin Xian looked at Han Chuxue and asked, Then what should we do now? Han Chuxue shook her head. I don't know. What did your family say? Now it was a bit awkward. If he confessed, Lin Xian, would be slapped in the face by Zhao Nanfeng again. If he didn't, would Han Chuxue's family do something shocking? Chuxue's family is much stricter than mine, Ling Ying said quietly. Lin Xian also knew that he had dealt with Ling Ying's mother, Qin Lan. Her mother was very good, and Lin Xian liked her very much. If the Han family also came, what should he do? Mother asked me to bring my boyfriend home. Otherwise she would come personally. Lin Xian. Dead. Chapter 522. Ling Ying was also helpless. The Ling family and the Han family were very close, and Qin Lan knew Lin Xian. If the two ladies went out to play mahjong and mentioned this matter, and both families mentioned Lin Xian's name, then, wouldn't the two of them be finished? Why don't we confess? Otherwise, it seems quite troublesome. Ling Ying said. Han Chuxue shook her head. No need for now. Let's wait until Zhao Nanfeng returns to Tiandu. My mother won't come for the time being. On this point Lin Xian and Ling Ying had the right to speak. Ling Ying's mother, Qin Lan, suddenly came without Ling Ying knowing. Okay, then let's leave it at that. Actually, I have a way to solve this once and for all. I don't have to worry about being exposed, And you don't have to worry about your mother not being able to see your boyfriend when she comes. Lin Xian looked at Han Chushue and said seriously. Han Chushue really believed him. What? Be my girlfriend, then won't both sides work? Ling Ying, Han Chushue. Hee hee. Ling Ying's voice came from the side, and Lin Xian quivered. Han Chushue's pretty face was slightly red. In fact, she thought that this was a good idea. Cough cough. I'm afraid you don't understand what Chushue means. The Han family is one of the 8 great families of Tiandu. Your boyfriend is lacking some reputation. Ling Ying said coldly. Damn. This Lin Xian was getting bolder and bolder. He was going to confess to Han Chushue in front of her? It's okay, it's not like I haven't experienced it before. Little Ling Ying, what do you think? Lin Xian smiled and raised his eyebrows at Ling Ying. Ling Ying. Yes, Lin Xian had indeed experienced it. Her mother, Qin Lan, was quite satisfied with Lin Xian. However, the 2 people in the Han family were not as weird as her mother. Qin Lan was not serious at all. That's right, she was not normal at all. She did not play by the rules and was shameless. However, Han Chushue's parents, they were really strict. If you want to die, just say it. Ling Ying quietly said. I'm going to wash my face. Han Chushue also stood up. I'll go wash off the blush on my face too. As for what to do next, they all chose to escape. I'll act according to the circumstances and adapt to the situation. If I can truly feel at ease. After that they all went back. Of course, Ling Ying and Lin Xian went home together. It was not early anymore. Lin Ye had really cultivated for the whole day and was now eating outside with Xiao Runing. As for Lin Xian, Ling Ying took off her jacket and put it on the sofa. She was just about to pour a glass of water and wanted to ask Lin Xian if he wanted to drink when she looked over. Then she saw Lin Xian's eyes. *CK. What are you doing? Ling Ying weakly took a step back. This bastard. Hee hee, I just called little fairy. She and Miss Xiao just ordered dinner. No matter what, it will take more than an hour. Ling Ying was about to cry. I'll let you feel the power of the tribulation realm. Ah. *CQ. That's right, Ling Ying was bullied by Lin Xian again. Lin Xian walked out comfortably and drank tea. As for Ling Ying, she did not want to move at all. She curled up in her bed and slept soundly. The next day, Lin Xian went to increase the favorability of Ling Longshui and Ling Longyue as usual. As for Han Chushue, he still had to find a chance to confess. That would depend on whether Ling Ying would give him the chance. Lin Xian opened the door and walked in. Why is it only you? Lin Xian saw Ling Longyue sitting on the sofa barefooted, eating chips and watching television. Lin Xian looked again and did not see the other 2. They went back. Ling Longyue glanced at Lin Xian and continued watching television. Went back. Where did they go? Lin Xian sat beside Ling Longyue and snatched a bag of chips from her. Ling Longyue was naturally displeased when she saw her delicacies being snatched away by Lin Xian. But thinking about it, it was just a packet of potato chips. Hence, she could not be bothered with Lin Xian. They went back to the devil race. Sister said that she wanted to look for the last parchment scroll. Sister Bing followed her. I'll go. Lin Xian wanted to cry when he heard Ling Longyue's words. What? They left. Then what about his mission? When will they come back? Lin Xian asked. I don't know. If it's short, it'll be a few days. If it's long, it'll be a few months. Maybe even a year. Lin Xian. It's a little uncomfortable. The world is so big. How is she going to find such a small parchment scroll? Lin Xian asked in confusion. This was harder than finding a needle in a haystack. Finding a needle in a haystack was like finding a needle in a haystack. However, she was looking for a needle in a continent. Of course I won't be so stupid. There's an expert in the Yao clan who's proficient in the divination technique. I plan to ask her for help and see if she can deduce the location of this last parchment scroll. Divination. Lin Xian revealed a shocked expression. Is there really such a power? Ling Longyue munched on a potato chip and nodded. Yes, the ability to predict the future is a very, very powerful ability. Then why did you go earlier? Lin Xian said helplessly. If you do that, you'll owe her a favor. That kind of favor is obvious. Do you think I'm a fool? If I didn't find the third parchment scroll, I wouldn't have gone to look for her directly. Since I've found it and I'm only missing the last piece, I'll just owe her a favor. Lin Xian rubbed his chin. This Xiao Linglong won't repay me, right? Scram! Ling Longyue could not help but curse. Lin Xian grinned. Then why didn't you go? Why would I go? I'm bored to death. Sister left me a lot of money anyway. I can stay here and eat and play. Lin Xian. Amazing! At this moment, Lin Xian suddenly felt a strange feeling in his mind. It was like a call. Was someone calling him? What's wrong? Ling Longyue suddenly noticed Lin Xian's strange behavior and asked curiously. Although she looked young, Ling Longyue was a heavenly venerable expert. Of course she could see Lin Xian's strange behavior. Nothing. Lin Xian shook his head. Was it an illusion? No, it was still there. It was an indescribable feeling. You didn't know what it was. It was like there was a call, but it didn't feel real. You should eat, Lin Xian said and walked out. The call was still there. He tried to follow the feeling in his heart, the feeling that was not very real. Tianhua City was bustling with activity. Everyone was at work, shopping, or on their way out of the demonic beast territory to grind levels, or on their way back. Lin Xian came to a patch of greenery where there were not many people. This was a small park. Early in the morning there were a lot of people, but after 8 or 9, there were fewer and fewer people. If there were more people, it would be night. This feeling was right here. Yes, it was right in front of him. Lin Xian walked over. Chapter 523. Who are you? Lin Xian shouted. Several passers-by looked at Lin Xian as if they were looking at an idiot. There was no reply. That feeling disappeared. Lin Xian even thought that he was possessed. Strange. That feeling is unreal, yet it still exists. Why is it gone? Lin Xian lowered his head and muttered to himself. When he lowered his head, Lin Xian saw something on the lawn. There was light on the lawn. Words written by light. Lin Xian was startled. Tianhua City's disaster. That's right, 5 words with an exclamation mark. When Lin Xian finished reading, the words written by light disappeared. Lin Xian sat on the lawn with his brows tightly knitted together. Little Qilin, is that you? Lin Xian shouted again. As he expected, there was no reply. That's right, Lin Xian thought that it was Xue Qilin. However, he wasn't sure. Obviously, due to the existence of this special word, Lin Xian was sure that it was directed to him. As for who it was, Lin Xian wasn't sure, so he didn't think too much about it. Tianhua City's disaster. What made a city's disaster happen was... Lin Xian suddenly raised his head. Demon beasts besieging the city. If it was Xue Qilin, then Lin Xian had to believe that she left it behind. This Xue Qilin changed Lin Xian's existence. The system changed Lin Xian, and Xue Qilin promoted Lin Xian. Lin Xian saw the marks on the lawn, which were left by little claws. Then Lin Xian laughed. It's her. It's Xue Qilin. Then Lin Xian stood up. Tianhua City may really be in trouble. Coupled with the inexplicable gathering of 100,000 demon beasts that night. Is this the sign of a great disaster? Then Lin Xian walked away quickly and went to the temple. Uncle Qin. On the training ground, Qin Feng was training Wang Xintong as her opponent. Lin Xian had to interrupt them because it was very important. Lin Xian. Wang Xintong looked happy when she saw Lin Xian. Lin Xian walked over, patted Wang Xintong's shoulder gently and said, "Wipe your sweat and rest. I have something to say to Uncle Qin." "MHM." Wang Xintong then walked away, not bothering Lin Xian and Qin Feng. "What's the matter?" Qin Feng and Lin Xian sat beside him and asked, "Uncle Qin, how's the investigation of the incident that night coming along?" Lin Xian asked. Qin Feng said, "That night I, together with the other two forces, sent a few hundred experts to investigate. However, we didn't find anything strange. In Changfeng City, we didn't find any demon beasts gathering at the location you mentioned. However, I believe what you said. The demon beasts have probably dispersed. Now, the three forces have increased their patrols to cover a few hundred kilometers." Not finding anything strange was within Lin Xian's expectations. After all, Ling Longyue didn't find anything other than the 100,000 demon beasts. However, it was true that they existed. However, the 100,000 demon beasts had dispersed. That's possible. After all, Lin Xian went back and Qin Feng sent people over. It took more than 3 hours. Why? Are you still worried about this? Don't worry. This time, there are many experts and members of the three forces gathered in Tianhua City and other cities. They can gather a few 100,000 members in a short period of time. Indeed, the demon beasts have been acting strangely recently. Even if they attack, we can react immediately. Don't worry. Qin Feng patted Lin Xian's shoulder and said, "But what's wrong?" Qin Feng frowned. Although Lin Xian isn't very strong, but Qin Feng really likes him. Lin Xian's words may not be believed by others, but Qin Feng will inexplicably believe them. He is very concerned about Lin Xian showing such an expression. "Did you find something?" Lin Xian pondered slightly. He doesn't know how to tell Qin Feng about this. To be honest, he feels that it's illusory. How can he believe it with just a sentence? To be honest, if it's Xue Qilin, then Lin Xian will believe it. Even if she only left a sentence, Lin Xian will believe it. But how to tell them? "I have a friend." Lin Xian thought for a moment and then said, "Uncle Qin, you should know that it's the woman who saved us that day." "It's her," Qin Feng said in surprise. Lin Xian feels that Ling Longxue will be cannon fodder. But he won't reveal her name. In fact, it doesn't matter who she is. Lin Xian just wants Qin Feng to believe him. As for Xue Qilin, Lin Xian doesn't want to reveal it, mainly because it's more troublesome to explain. "Actually, she's a monster," Lin Xian said. Qin Feng was shocked when he heard Lin Xian's words. But thinking about it carefully, it makes sense. Monsters aren't necessarily enemies. Since Lin Xian said that she's a friend, then she's neutral. She may even be a friend of humans, not an enemy. Lin Xian continued. "Yes, she's neutral and even my friend." "What are you trying to say?" Lin Xian said. "She told me that Tianhua City is in great trouble." Qin Feng couldn't help but shout. Not far away, Wang Xintong looked over while drinking water, a puzzled look on her face. What are they talking about that can make Uncle Qin turn pale with fright? Qin Feng stood up, paced slowly and pondered. Then he looked at Lin Xian. "Lin Xian, is she trustworthy?" Lin Xian said. "I just want to say that in my opinion, she's a very, very good friend of mine." Although he said that, but Lin Xian was actually talking about Xue Qilin. "I know. I'll carry it out. Whether it's true or not, we have to treat it with the utmost caution." Qin Feng nodded. "I keep feeling that something's not right," Lin Xian said. "What?" Qin Feng looked at Lin Xian. Lin Xian pondered. Xue Qilin told him that Tianhua City is in great trouble. Does that mean they can't hold on? Or did she just say that Tianhua City is in trouble? Then why didn't she say that Tianhua City is in trouble, but that it's in great trouble? Therefore, Lin Xian felt that it's not normal. "In short, Uncle Qin, it's best to carry it out." Qin Feng nodded. "Then I'll leave Xintong to you. I'll go to a meeting now." Then Qin Feng walked away quickly. "I hope it's okay." Lin Xian showed a worried expression. The 100,000 odd demonic beasts and Xue Qilin's warning gave Lin Xian a feeling of uneasiness. What's with this feeling of uneasiness? He knows that humans are prepared to deal with the demonic beasts attacking the city. He knows that, but he still feels uneasy. Will something go wrong, or will something unexpected happen? Lin Xian really wants to find Xue Qilin and ask her, Lin Xian, what's wrong? Wang Xintong came over and asked softly. I'm not sure, but Tianhua City may be in danger recently. Don't leave Tianhua City in the near future. And don't go farming. Lin Xian reminded. Lin Xian intends to warn Miao Xiaomiao and the others not to leave Tianhua City in the near future. Because his feeling of uneasiness is very strong. He hopes that it's an illusion. Chapter 524. After all, Xue Qilin told Lin Xian this news. How could he let them take the risk again? Leveling up is fine, but there's no need to rush. I got it. Wang Xintong still listens to Lin Xian's words. Good girl. Lin Xian rubbed her little head and smiled. Girls basically can't stand being rubbed on the head, especially in front of the boy they like. Wang Xintong's little face directly turned red. Seeing this scene, Lin Xian teased. Little Tong Tong, what's wrong with your face? Why is it so red? Wang Xintong quickly retorted. It's nothing, it's just sweaty from training. Lin Xian stifled a laugh in his heart. Heat is good, it's good for the body. Do you want me to make you feel even hotter? The corners of Lin Xian's mouth rose. Do you want to train with me? Wang Xintong asked Lin Xian. Lin Xian nodded. I'll train you with push-ups. Why do you want to train me with push-ups? Wang Xintong didn't understand. It's good for the body, it strengthens the body. Forget it, it's better to fight, at least train the whole body. Wang Xintong shook her little head. Lin Xian didn't continue to tease her. Remember my words, I'm going back first. Go ahead. Although reluctant, Wang Xintong never took up Lin Xian's time. Although she wanted to, but she wouldn't. She never even asked Lin Xian to accompany her to go shopping, because she didn't want to trouble Lin Xian. Anyway, there was only one word to describe him. Sensible. Today Lin Xian went to Miao Xiaomiao, Lu Yufan and Yi. He also went to remind Xiao Runing, Lin Ya, Han Chushua, and Lin Ya. After this trip he ate, went out to play, and the day passed just like that. The sky was dark. Let's have Ling Longyue take me out again tonight. Lin Xian was always worried. Ling Longyue had the space attribute and was in the heavenly venerable realm. If Lin Xian let her take him out, he should be able to check if there was any danger in the outside world. Of course, there would definitely be many experts from the three major forces investigating. However, Lin Xian felt that he would only feel more at ease if he went out personally. Just as Lin Xian was about to head over to Ling Longyue's place, he received a call. Murong Qing. He had forgotten about this woman. This was also a very important mission for him. Hello. Lin Xian picked up the phone. Are you free tonight? Come with me to a banquet. No. Lin Xian said decisively. Murong Qing, ding. Feeling Murong Qing's resentment. Adonis points plus 10,000. Logically speaking, when had she ever taken the initiative to invite a guy to a meal? Never. However, Lin Xian broke her record. This was nothing. She also felt that it was nothing. But this guy rejected her. What the F***ck? This was the first time in her life that she invited a guy to a banquet and she was rejected. She was a little confused. Big brother, can you not be so straightforward? Do you have a girlfriend? Murong Qing asked helplessly. How could this guy have a girlfriend? Sorry, you shouldn't ask that. You should ask how many girlfriends I have. Murong Qing. She lay on the bed, and the corner of her mouth could not help but curve into a smile. It was indeed a little interesting. Oh, how many do you have? 1. Lin Xian said. I don't believe you. Murong Qing felt that how could a straight guy like Lin Xian find a girlfriend? Even if he found one, it would only be temporary. She would probably be angered to death. She was also a peerless beauty. inviting him and then decisively rejecting her. Was this a trap? You don't believe me. Ask her. Her name is Murongqing. Murongqing. So disgusting. Murongqing said in disgust. Lin Xian. All right, this woman was not someone that could be easily flirted with. Then Murongqing smiled and said, Then dear little brother, can you accompany your girlfriend to the banquet? She needs you. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. It seemed that he had fallen into his own trap. To be honest, he wanted to go out with Ling Longyue tonight. But to be honest, this Murongqing's mission still needed to be completed. If Murongqing did not trigger the mission, then Lin Xian would not care at all. Attend the banquet. Get lost. But if the mission was triggered, it would be easy to gain favorability in such a banquet. What time can you come back? Lin Xian asked. Come back. Let's just get a room tonight. Do you still want to go home? Murongqing asked. Demon. Lin Xian swallowed a mouthful of saliva. Come on, come on. Then Murongqing began to act coquettishly. To be honest, her coquettish behavior was more moving than a beautiful girl's. All right, I'll go. Lin Xian could not take it anymore. While he was at it, he would go and gain favorability. After a few hours of fun, he would find Ling Longyue to go to the beast domain. It should be better to go to the beast domain in the middle of the night. Where are you? I'll go pick you up. Remember to change into decent clothes. This banquet is quite impressive. Murongqing stood up and said, Sorry, I'm not changing. I'm too lazy to change. My clothes add up to 400 yuan. Is that enough? Murongqing. As long as you don't care. Where are you? In your heart. Murongqing. Big brother, don't try to flirt with her. It's useless even if you're in the sky. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. This woman was much harder to flirt with than Xiao Runing. After all, she was 2 years older than Xiao Runing. However, she was very charming. Cough cough. Sha Missouri Road and Sha Bai Road intersection. 10 minutes. Murongqing hung up the phone and Lin Xian squatted at the intersection. Sure enough, 10 minutes later, a red sports car drifted and stopped in front of Lin Xian. The car window rolled down and Murongqing looked over with her sunglasses on. Hey little hubby, get in the car. Murongqing said with a smirk. Lin Xian was speechless. She was really beautiful. This woman was the most charming one Lin Xian had ever seen. She might not be the most beautiful, but she was the most seductive. Ling Longyue had a completely different temperament. Lin Xian sat in the front passenger seat. The car was filled with fragrance. He looked at Murongqing. She was wearing a long red dress. Her hair was loose and there was a crystal pendant around her neck. Her ears were also beautiful. In short, she was very charming. I say, why are you wearing sunglasses in the middle of the night? Is there something wrong with you? Although she was wearing sunglasses, coupled with her fair skin, she was indeed very beautiful. But in the middle of the night. *CK. That's true. Then I won't wear it. Murongqing took off her sunglasses and the car window rolled up automatically. What are you doing? Why did Lin Xian have a feeling of panic? It was as if Murongqing was a big bad wolf and he, Lin Xian, was a cute little bunny. Isn't this the opposite? Chapter 525. Murongqing's lips curled up slightly. Little hubby, am I pretty? Lin Xian. Big sister, please have some self-respect. Murongqing. Who are you calling big sister? This form of address was quite hurtful. No, I mean be more reserved. Although I'm very handsome and I know I'm very attractive to you, let's be more reserved. Hey. Murongqing laughed out loud. Tonight you're my little hubby. During the party you're my boyfriend. Oh. How long will I be your boyfriend? Lin Xian's lips curled up. Tomorrow morning. Are you willing? Lin Xian nodded. So now is it? Aha. Then let's kiss. Murongqing. Sure enough, when a guy said these things to a girl, it was always the girl who was at a disadvantage. Kiss. Men were not at a disadvantage. It was always the girl who was at a disadvantage. Murongqing said indifferently. It depends on your performance tonight. If you perform well, let alone a kiss, I'll even give you a night. Lin Xian. Like hell I'll believe you, old hag. Lin Xian didn't want to talk to her about this anymore. She was hard to flirt with. She had always been the one flirting with him. It was a little difficult to increase her favorability towards him. However, Lin Xian took a look and saw that her favorability towards him was now at 12. Maybe she was curious about him. What party? You're the executive officer of the sanctuary. Is there a party in this small third-tier city that matches your status? Also, you're attending in a more formal attire, right? Although Murongqing was not wearing a dress that defied the natural order to attend important parties, this red knee-length dress was still very noble and beautiful. Murongqing started the car and sped off into the distance. Then she said, "There's a banquet in the capital. The reason for this banquet is that the capital has welcomed a strong man. He specially came from Tiandu. No, he was invited because it's not very peaceful here recently. They invited him to escort us. At the same time, he was also looking for a direct disciple. Firstly, he wanted to hold a welcoming party for himself. Secondly, he wanted to give the martial artists here a chance to become his disciple. Thus he decided to hold this banquet. At this banquet, there would be young talents from the surrounding cities, as well as people from the 3 great influences. There must be a lot of big shots. Who is it? So grand. Is his realm very high?" Murongqing nodded. "It's very high, the heavenly venerable realm, and a very powerful one at that. I guess it's not far from the great void realm. It's a pity that it's too difficult to advance from the heavenly venerable realm to the great void realm. I don't know how many powerful demon beasts you have to kill, otherwise you would have reached the great void realm long ago." "Only at the Empyrean realm." Lin Xian disagreed. "Only in the Empyrean realm. Big brother, just how high are your standards?" Murongqing looked at Lin Xian in surprise. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. Thinking about it, the Empyrean realm was very, very strong. Why did Lin Xian not care? Or did he feel that it was just because he was used to having a great void realm and 2 Empyrean realms by his side every day? Lin Xian was already used to this kind of existence, so he didn't care much about it. For others, they had never seen a domain realm in their lives, so their mentality was naturally different. "I'm just saying." Lin Xian smiled and said. Should he tell her that he even had a great void realm expert by his side? Murongqing said, "That senior has been famous for a long time, and his combat strength is very high. At the same time, he is a dark attribute existence. Of course, the disciple he wants to accept may not necessarily be of the dark attribute. You also understand this kind of expert, they all have their own ideas. Maybe he will take them in if he likes them. There are many geniuses in Tiandu, but he doesn't like any of them. However, those geniuses also don't seem to like him. Each and every one of them is incomparably arrogant." Murongqing secretly shook her head. "Babe, then do you think the Empyrean realm is valuable?" Lin Xian asked. He had no idea about these human powerhouses. What did he hear in the past? Empyrean realm, that was a legendary existence. However, now people were talking about the Empyrean realm and so on. However, what kind of existence was the Empyrean realm? Lin Xian still didn't know about the situation of the human race. Murongqing held a high position, and at the same time, she was definitely a powerhouse. She must have seen and known a lot. Empyrean realm, there are quite a lot of them. "Alu," Murongqing said. "Empyrean realm isn't difficult. Maybe you don't see many of them in places like this. There are quite a lot of Empyrean realm experts, but there aren't many powerful Empyrean realm experts. However, when it comes to the Great Void Realm, how should I put it? Very, very few. The Empyrean realm and the Great Void Realm are completely different. As far as I know, there are no less than a few thousand Empyrean realm experts, but the number of Great Void Realm experts I know is only a handful. Heavenly Dao Realm. Oh, you know about the Heavenly Dao Realm? Murong Qing raised her eyebrows. While driving, she glanced at Lin Xian. It was easy to know about the Great Void Realm, but for people like them, it was very difficult to know about the Heavenly Dao Realm. You couldn't even find out. At most you could find out about the Great Void Realm. As for why, it wasn't clear. Is it very difficult? It's not difficult. If you ask someone who knows, it's very simple. Then she said, I only know of 4 Heavenly Dao Realm experts. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. The Fey race has them too. We humans definitely have more than that. Then Murong Qing said, you won't be able to come into contact with them for the time being. Being able to come into contact with a powerful Empyrean realm expert is already very good. This can be considered an opportunity for you. If you can have a famous Empyrean realm expert to nurture, it won't be bad. Don't say that. I don't want to. Why? Can I tell you that I actually don't fancy it? Lin Xian laughed. Uft. Murong Qing laughed out loud. All right. I believe you, all right. As they chatted, they drove out of Tianhua City and headed for Jinghua City. To be honest, this was Lin Xian's first time going to another city. Chongfeng City, Linfeng City, and the other cities that had been conquered did not count. I say I have to come back early. I still have something to do in the middle of the night. Lin Xian said. Hiss. Murong Qing then sniffed her little nose. Lin Xian. Anyway, no matter what this woman did, said, or how she tried to seduce him, Lin Xian did not believe her. Don't you find me attractive at all? You still want to go back in the middle of the night? Murong Qing said aggrievedly. All right. You can't seduce me. Lin Xian waved his hand and said. Murong Qing. All right, do you still have something to do tonight? Murong Qing immediately changed her expression. Yeah. What is it? What do you think is happening in the middle of the night? Lin Xian curled the corners of his mouth. Hee, I don't believe you. Up to you. Lin Xian shrugged. Jinghua City was about 100 kilometers away from Tianhua City. With the speed of the sports car, there was no one outside other than Fey beasts. It was really fast. Soon the outline of Jinghua City could be seen. Chapter 526. Jinghua City was also a third-tier city, similar to Tianhua City. In fact, Lin Xian felt that it was quite prosperous after living there for a long time. How could it be as exaggerated as the suburbs that people said? However, since it was said so, it definitely couldn't be compared to Chengdu and other cities. Perhaps when Lin Xian had the opportunity to go to Chengdu, he would understand. Murong Qing parked the car at a luxurious 5-star hotel. Rose Heaven. Lin Xian got out of the car and looked up. Aha! Rose Heaven. Murong Qing then held Lin Xian's arm. Lin Xian subconsciously shook her off. Ding. Feeling Murong Qing's displeasure, Prince Charming points plus 10,000. Really, Murong Qing was completely dumbfounded. She invited Lin Xian to the banquet and he refused at the beginning. Now that she took the initiative to hold his arm, he subconsciously shook it off. *CK. Was he even a man? Is she really not attracted to Lin Xian at all? Don't tell me you like men. After a few seconds, Murong Qing said. Cough, no. Why did Lin Xian shake her off? He would definitely not reject beautiful women as long as they were not like Zhao Mengyue. But why did he shake her off? Because this woman was a seductress, and because Lin Xian also knew that she was like a thorny rose. Although the two chatted casually, Lin Xian had always maintained some vigilance against Murong Qing, so there was a subconscious action just now. Static electricity, didn't you feel it? There was a crackling sound. Murong Qing. Feel my ass. What about now? Murong Qing held Lin Xian's arm again. The static electricity is gone. Lin Xian. Murong Qing took a deep breath and said, Tonight, you will be my male companion. You're my boyfriend now. Just help me block those who try to hit on me. No, miss, you're the executive officer of the holy sanctum. I'm just a stinky little brother. If we go there like this, they won't believe that I'm your boyfriend. But they don't know who I am. Lin Xian looked at Murongqing in confusion. Murongqing said, only some people from the three major forces know my identity, but those people from the three major forces won't talk nonsense. Moreover, it's impossible for them to strike up a conversation with me. Those who strike up a conversation with me are those outside the three major forces, and they don't know my identity. Okay, but you're not allowed to take advantage of me, Lin Xian reminded Murongqing. He wanted to kill someone. I really want to. Got it. Murongqing said angrily. Ding. You have sensed Murongqing's displeasure. Adonis points plus 10,000. This Lin Xian, is he King poisonous? Did she take advantage of him? Murongqing then said, remember your mission tonight. Got it. CK. I thought you brought me here for something good, but you just want me to be your shield. Lin Xian said unhappily. Hey. Murongqing smiled and said, but you can take advantage of me. Then can I move my hands? You can try. Lin Xian then did not dare to move. He really did not dare to move. This kind of woman was not to be trifled with. Murongqing looked at Lin Xian. Big brother, your clothes are so low class. Can I bring you to change? No, either you change now and let me go home or this. Murongqing was helpless. Then Murongqing held Lin Xian's arm and walked in with a smile. Welcome. Those beautiful hostesses smiled and bowed. If Murongqing did not reveal her identity, they would not recognize her as the boss of Rose Heaven. They would only think that this woman was very beautiful. Many people cast their gazes at Murongqing and Lin Xian, feeling extremely surprised. This woman was a goddess. Whether it was her appearance, temperament, or figure, she was one of the best. As for this man, he was good-looking, looked okay, and wore ordinary clothes. There was nothing special about him. How could these two people be together? Lin Xian and Murongqing walked to the elevator. See the way those people look at you. I asked you to change your clothes, but you didn't. There's nothing wrong with your clothes, but it's too inappropriate for you to attend such an occasion. Besides, it's me beside you. And then, Lin Xian asked Murongqing, was this B** starred a topic Terminator? No, he was doing it on purpose. Really? If it was in the past with my temper, I would have kicked you 10 meters away. You better treat me better, or I'll go home. Lin Xian. Murongqing. Okay. I was wrong, okay? As the two chatted, they arrived at a certain floor. There was a huge door in front of them, and several security guards were standing at the door. Please show me your invitation. Murongqing showed the invitation, then pushed the door open and walked in. Whoa! The scene behind the door was a completely different world. Soft music was playing and it was a very luxurious environment. Several types of neon lights illuminated the place, and the whole place was filled with all kinds of food, drinks, and snacks. As far as the eye could see, there were probably no less than 300 men and women laughing and chatting there. Most of them were young men and women, and they were dressed beautifully, gentlemanly and formal. As Murongqing said, most of them were here for the Celestial Venerable. If he took a fancy to them and accepted them as his disciples, it would change their lives. Lin Xian might not like them, but it did not mean that these people would not like them. In their eyes, the Celestial Venerable was a god. The rest were around 30 years old, and most of them were members of the three major forces. The door opened and the two entered. Those who felt the movement all looked over. When they saw Murongqing, they were stunned beyond words. However, when they turned their attention to Lin Xian, they were shocked, surprised, and jealous. Why? Why was such an exquisite woman holding on to such an ordinary-looking boy? Moo. Several members of the three major forces were surprised to see Murongqing holding onto Lin Xian's arm, but they did not think much of it and quickly came over to greet them. As soon as he said a word, Murongqing waved her hand, and they understood what Murongqing meant. I just wanted to come over and eat something. Don't let my identity be exposed, Murongqing said. Once others knew her identity, it would be troublesome. All kinds of people came over to greet and comfort her. Damn it. It was so annoying. Basically, those who could come here had some strength. At least, their level was not too weak, but most of them were rich and powerful. This was a very normal thing. Brother Qiao, look. The most beautiful woman tonight has appeared. Chapter 527. Beautiful women would always be the focus of a ball. In a ball, a handsome man was nothing compared to a beautiful woman. Of course, for those love-struck women, it was still something. However, a man's true colors were different. There was no doubt about it. Those so-called honest men and gentlemen, even if they were loyal to their loved ones, were definitely unfaithful in their hearts. And there was no doubt that Murongqing's beauty, her figure, and her temperament would make any man impulsive after seeing her. She was a seductress. Perhaps her casual actions were filled with seduction. A single word from her could make a man fall for her. At first, the door was tightly shut. But when the door opened, almost everyone subconsciously looked over out of curiosity. Then they saw Murongqing and Lin Xian. Qiao Anyu, the genius of the capital city, ranked second in the capital city Tianwu assembly. What was his status? He was about the same as Qin Shaotian in Tianhua City. But he wasn't a fake gentleman like Qin Shaotian. His unfaithfulness was well known in the capital city, but there were still a bunch of girls who jumped into his arms. What could he do? Other than Qiao Anyu, there were also many young talents from the capital. They were also powerful and influential. Of course they were powerful here, but just as Zhao Nanfeng had said, they were nothing in the Tiandu. Someone like Zhao Nanfeng would definitely be too lazy to come to this place. He looked down on them and was not interested in the celestial venerable realm. Qiao Anyu held a glass of red wine and looked at Murongqing. Then his eyes widened. For a man, especially for him, women and money were everything. He could even spend a lot of money for a real beauty. Unfortunately, he had never met such a woman. There were certainly many beauties in the capital city, and he had played with them before. But to be honest, he had never met a woman of that level. He knew that there were a few in Tianhua City, and even a mentor. But he had heard some things and gave up. But he didn't expect to see such a woman at this banquet today. She looked more mature. This kind of woman was the best. She was much better than those 17, 21, or 21-year-old women. But his gaze landed on Lin Xian, who was holding Murongqing's arm, and then suddenly froze. Lin Xian's clothes were indeed branded, but they were just for the general public. Any ordinary family would be able to afford them. Each piece of clothing cost only 200 to 300 yuan. As for that woman, he could tell that the red dress she was wearing was worth at least 500,000 yuan. This was definitely a custom-made model. Her necklace, the heart of the ocean, was only 10 pieces in the entire world. Each piece was worth hundreds of millions. It was not only a piece of jewelry, but also a spiritual weapon. Twin love. The two of them were going to be together. Impossible. Qiao Anyu only took one look at this woman, and he felt that he wasn't worthy of her. Just the clothes and jewelry on this woman were worth more than a dozen villas in Shangjing. What the hell? But what if he could get her? He was very confident in his charm. As long as it was something she liked, he could do it. As for the man beside the woman, Qiao Anyu had a look of disdain on his face. She was either a gigolo that she had bought, or she was just a shield. It couldn't be her boyfriend. No, it couldn't be. Her taste couldn't be that bad, right? Brother and sister. Couldn't be. Brother and sister. Then why was the brother dressed so pathetically? But no matter what, he had to try this woman. This kind of woman could only be his. On the other side, a man was surrounded by 4 or 5 beautiful girls. His gaze also fell on Murong Qing. The corner of his mouth curled up slightly. Du Mingtao, 3rd place in Shangjing's Tianwu competition. He was slightly worse than Qiao Anyu, but his family background was similar. In terms of handsomeness, he was above Qiao Anyu. He also had many suitors. He also had his eyes on Murong Qing, but his taste was not as unique as Qiao Anyu's. Lin Xian quivered. These people's gazes were too scary. Big sister, I'll go get something to eat first. After saying that, Lin Xian hurriedly pulled his hand away and ran away. F***ck your sister. Looking at the glowing eyes of those young masters, he realized that he was no longer a shield. He was just a smelly fly in front of a little bunny. Those people were all big bad wolves. They could have trampled him to death when they came over. Now that he was Murong Qing's shield, he could not afford to offend her. It was not that he did not dare, but there was nothing else to do tonight. He realized that coming here was a mistake. Hey! Lin Xian did not manage to pull his hand away. Murong Qing hugged it tightly. I won't let you go, little hubby. Murong Qing smiled and leaned her head on Lin Xian's shoulder. Lin Xian. Suddenly, killing intent filled the air. Previously, some people had guessed that they could not be boyfriend and girlfriend. But Murong Qing was sweetly leaning on Lin Xian's shoulder. This was a bit. The people from the 3 major powers who knew Murong Qing silently distanced themselves. Of course, they had heard of Murong Qing's style. This woman was a rose with thorns. Sister, help me draw less hatred. Lin Xian wanted to cry. Murong Qing smiled and looked at Lin Xian. Then she pointed to the side and said, There are desserts over there. Go go go. Then, like a little girl, she held Lin Xian's hand and ran to the side. Cough cough. Lin Xian was embarrassed. Murong Qing took a piece of cake and took a bite. Delicious. Then, she used the same spoon to scoop some cake and sent it to Lin Xian's mouth. Have a taste. Lin Xian. No. At that moment, the surrounding killing intent became even more intense. F***ck. This woman did not mind using the same spoon as the man in front of her. This proved that their relationship was really that of a man and a woman. All the previous guesses were destroyed. Lin Xian was stunned. Was this woman doing it on purpose, or did she not care? Or was she really a female hooligan? No, some women were more promiscuous on the surface, but they were actually more conservative. Eat, why aren't you eating? Murong Qing asked. Lin Xian turned his head, then walked to the side and took one, saying, I'll make it myself. You eat it yourself. Murong Qing's lips curled slightly. She finally realized that this Lin Xian on the surface seemed to be a flirtatious person, but in fact, he did not have much courage. Or rather, he did not have much courage towards her. He did not even dare to kiss her indirectly. However, Murong Qing liked it. If he really ate it, it would affect her good impression of Lin Xian. Chapter 528. Every action of these 2 people was the focus of the banquet. Lin Xian could feel those gazes and his hair stood on end. Ding. Murong Qing's favorability towards you +5. Lin Xian was stunned for a moment. Increasing favorable impression points. Could it be because he did not eat her cake? So, this woman was a sucker for this. Lin Xian laughed in his heart. Young Master Lin. A figure came from behind. Lin Xian turned his head to look. You're here too. Seeing Zhang Tian, Lin Xian smiled. Zhang Tian nodded. Yeah, quite a lot of people from Tianhua City are here. Then Zhang Tian looked at Murong Qing. He had to admit that he admired Lin Xian. So much so that he wanted to prostrate himself in admiration. The women around Lin Xian, from lowless to mature women, there were all kinds of types, and each of them were devastatingly beautiful. They were invincible. Let me introduce you, this is my friend Zhang Tian, this is. Before Lin Xian could say anything, Murong Qing smiled and said, Lin Xian's girlfriend Murong Qing. Lin Xian. F***ck. Zhang Tian smiled and said, then I'll go talk to someone else, I won't disturb you guys. After saying that, Zhang Tian walked away. Big sister, what are you trying to do? He won't hit on you, why do you have to say that? Lin Xian was helpless. Although it was a face, some people did not believe it, and some people's gazes were enough to kill Lin Xian. The main thing was, if Murong Qing was really his woman, Lin Xian would enjoy such gazes. But she was not, so he did not like it. But, I just want everyone to know that you're my little hubby. It's fake, Lin Xian reminded. Although he had indeed triggered a mission, and it was indeed very easy to flirt with her, Lin Xian knew that Murong Qing was different from other girls. No matter how much he flirted with her, it would be useless. He could not go along with her. Instead, he would make her lose that feeling. She needed to play hard to get. Didn't she take the initiative to call Lin Xian little hubby? Didn't she feed him all kinds of cakes and hug his arm? If it was any other girl, Lin Xian would be more than happy to oblige. He could strike up a conversation with them and improve their relationship more quickly. However, this was Murong Qing, a vixen. She must be very shrewd. Therefore, Lin Xian wanted to do the opposite. To make her feel that he was not interested in her. This was more useful for any woman. This was playing hard to get. For Murong Qing, everything else was useless, but playing hard to get would definitely work. However, Lin Xian's description was very similar. He couldn't let Murong Qing see that he was playing hard to get. Therefore, Lin Xian had to expose her. But my feelings for you are not fake. Go away, go away. You just want to get closer to me and then cheat me of the gene medicine, woman. Murong Qing. All right. Lin Xian was right. Damn it. Since when did she personally pester a man? But this Lin Xian. F***ck. Infuriating. I'm going to find a friend to chat with. As for being a shield, I'm not doing it anymore. After saying that, Lin Xian was about to run away. At this moment, a man walked over with a wine glass in his hand. Du Mingtao. To be honest, this kind of woman, so what if she had been played by other men? She was too beautiful, too beautiful. Even if she had been played, he was willing to marry this kind of woman. It was a kind of happiness. Beautiful lady, can we get to know each other? I'm Du Mingtao. Du Mingtao revealed a gentlemanly smile at Murong Qing and then extended his hand. When Qiao Anyu saw that his old rival Du Mingtao had actually made a move, he couldn't wait to walk over. Of course, he didn't walk directly to Murong Qing, but to Du Mingtao. Isn't this Master Du? Long time no see. Qiao Anyu clinked his wine glass with Du Mingtao's. Du Mingtao knew that Qiao Anyu was here to pick up the girl. Long time no see. They had just raced together yesterday. He was just looking for an excuse to strike up a conversation. Master Qiao, didn't we meet yesterday? Du Mingtao didn't want to give him face. Qiao Anyu's lips curled slightly. Is that so? Oh right, my brain is muddled after sleeping for a while. Qiao Anyu patted his head and then casually turned around to look at Murong Qing. What a sin, there's actually such a beautiful woman. I'm not the first to see you. Hello, I'm Qiao Anyu. Qiao Anyu then smiled like a gentleman. He didn't stretch out his hand. This was all a trick to give the woman the impression that he was a good person and didn't deliberately stretch out his hand to shake her hand. Du Mingtao's face turned ugly because he reached out his hand to shake Murong Qing's hand. But now he was outclassed. Murong Qing chuckled and then said, Sorry, my husband doesn't like me to get to know other guys. Your husband. Although they all had their guesses, they still had to pretend not to know. They were all unhappy. This kind of woman was actually taken by that country bumpkin, however. Was he a shield or not? It was still under consideration. Murong Qing directly pulled Lin Xian, who was about to slip away, and then held onto Lin Xian's arm. Yes, he's my husband, Murong Qing said with a sweet look. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. No, 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 I'm not her husband, Lin Xian quickly said, and then the soft flesh on his waist was pinched. Cough cough, what I mean is I'm just her boyfriend. We're not married yet, so I'm not her real husband. Murong Qing then released her hand with satisfaction. She didn't know why, but at this moment, she really had the feeling of pinching her own boyfriend. Felt a little real. Qiao Anyu and Du Mingtao's faces were gloomy, but they still maintained a smile. So what if she had a boyfriend? Maybe it was just a shield. Even if it was true, they wouldn't dislike this kind of woman. So they still had to find an opportunity to use the hoe. But this Lin Xian, they already remembered it in their hearts. Hello, I'm Qiao Anyu. Qiao Anyu smiled and stretched out his hand. He shook his hand symbolically, then turned to Murong Qing and said, Honey, I saw caviar over there. Let's go and have some. N. Murong Qing walked away with Lin Xian sweetly. Qiao Anyu and Du Mingtao stood there. Young Master Qiao, you're so boring. Fighting with this young master, and in the end, the woman is still someone else's woman. What's the point? Du Mingtao drank the red wine in one gulp and looked at Qiao Anyu with slight anger. Qiao Anyu glanced at the two people walking away and then sneered. Women, we're rivals. But now, I think it's better for us to join forces and trample on the man beside that woman. As for whether he's a shield or not, I don't know yet. But now we have to join forces. As for who the woman will belong to later, we'll show our skills. How about it? Chapter 529. When it came to picking up girls, they weren't bad and were confident. However, there was a prerequisite. That girl had a shield called Lin Xian by her side. All right, we'll do as you say, Du Mingtao said coldly. Then he looked at Qiao Anyu and asked, Do you have any good suggestions? They still didn't know Lin Xian's name. If they knew, they would know better. Lin Xian's name was quite famous. He was the champion of Tianhua City's World Conference. At the same time, he also had some achievements. Of course, there were many people with the same name. However, they would definitely think that way. Do you see the arena over there? Tonight, according to what I know, that Sky Venerable Senior will let us compete with each other. We just have to step on him. If we can quietly cripple him, that would be even better. A girl can't possibly follow a cripple, right? Cripple? That won't do. What are you afraid of? Just leave it to me. I guarantee that no one will find out. Have a poison here. As long as he is poisoned, there won't be any abnormalities in the first hour. However, after an hour, his limbs will be crippled. After an hour, who will know who did it? Qiao Anyu's lips curled up. Brilliant, really brilliant. Then I'll have to trouble young Master Qiao. They were opponents, but they were also friends. After all, they had the same interests. After walking away, Lin Xian quickly pulled his hand out. What? I'm holding your arm. Are you losing out? Murong Qing saw that Lin Xian was constantly looking down on her. She couldn't understand. Was this Lin Xian a man? She was already so proactive. Lin Xian shook his head and said, It's not a loss. However, I know your purpose. I also know that you have no interest in me. So there's no need. Murong Qing rolled her eyes at Lin Xian. How do you know that I have no interest in you? Murong Qing's lips curled up. Lin Xian shrugged his shoulders. A man's intuition. I'm going to pick up girls. Do you still want to follow me? Don't. Murong Qing then took Lin Xian's arm and said with a smile, If you go to pick up girls, won't we be exposed? Aren't you going to chat with your colleagues? No, I want to follow you. I originally came here to have some fun, just to go through the motions. Those small talk and whatnot are the most fake. It had to be said that Lin Xian felt that this Murong Qing was rather straightforward. Lin Xian. At this moment, a voice came from behind. Lin Xian turned his head. All right, another old acquaintance from Tianhua City. Young Master Chen. Lin Xian smiled. Chen Cheng looked at Murongqing and saw her holding Lin Xian's arm. He was stunned. K your mother. Another new one. Another super beauty. This Lin Xian, was it a god? To be honest, Chen Cheng admired Lin Xian. He was invincible. Who is this? Chen Cheng didn't give up and asked. Murongqing leaned closer to the considerate Lin Xian. Murongqing, Lin Xian's girlfriend. Chen Cheng. All right. He was looking for trouble. K. How many boats was this Lin Xian stepping on? To be honest, Chen Cheng and Lin Xian were rivals. However, they didn't have any direct conflicts. Plus, the incident with Zhao Nanfeng made Chen Cheng feel that he was more unhappy with Zhao Nanfeng. As for Lin Xian, he didn't seem to have done anything wrong to him. It had always been him. Lin Xian even introduced Yi to him. Although Yi hadn't called yet, Lin Xian had already shown his sincerity, right? Of course, that was only Chen Cheng's own opinion. In fact, Lin Xian had tricked him very badly. And now, he really wanted to learn from Lin Xian. This Lin Xian was a god. He really didn't know how Lin Xian could handle so many beauties with ease. Moreover, even if she wasn't his girlfriend, she would still come out to eat with him. Their relationship must be good. If he could learn a thing or two from Lin Xian, would it be difficult to pick up girls? Therefore, under normal circumstances, Chen Cheng would have deliberately revealed Lin Xian's relationship with other girls to deliberately cause conflict between Lin Xian and Murongqing. But now he didn't. Hello, my name is Chen Cheng. I'm Lin Xian's friend. Chen Cheng smiled. Murongqing nodded slightly. Lin Xian was stunned. This Chen Cheng took the initiative to say that he was his friend. Was he trying to get closer to Murongqing? Then you guys continue chatting. I'll go chat with others first. Chen Cheng finished speaking and walked away. You really have a lot of friends, Murongqing said. What friends? Not really friends. Lin Xian took a glass of red wine and took a sip. Throughout the entire venue, there were always so many people glancing over from time to time. They wanted to see Murongqing and also wanted to see what they were doing. After all, Murongqing was indeed a beautiful woman. Lin Xian glanced at Murongqing's favorability. That was quite fast. At this moment, there was a sudden commotion in the venue. Because the door opened and two figures walked in hand. Lin Xian looked over. Puff. In the next moment, a mouthful of red wine was directly spat out. Linging Han Chushue. Why were these two people here? After spitting out the wine, Lin Xian quickly pulled out Murongqing's arm and turned around. Big sister, I'll leave first. After saying that, Lin Xian lowered his head and walked away quickly. How many times have I told you? Call me big sister, don't call me big sister. Murongqing said helplessly and then looked at the door with her beautiful eyes. In the beginning, Murongqing was the focus of the entire venue because there was no other woman in the venue who could compare with her in terms of appearance and temperament. But now it was not. Now there were three people in the spotlight. Two of them were top-grade beauties. The last one was a slightly more mature and seductive top-grade beauty. It depended on personal preference. Murongqing was very smart. From Lin Xian's sudden action, she could understand that the two beautiful women who just came in were acquainted with Lin Xian. However, Murongqing felt that the two beautiful women who came in were a little familiar, as if she had seen them somewhere before. Lin Xian's girlfriend. From her current contact with Lin Xian, he was a little different. Although he was not very handsome, he had his own special place. He could find a very beautiful girlfriend. In fact, Murongqing felt that it was possible. So, if one of these two beautiful women was Lin Xian's girlfriend, it was possible. Then, Murongqing was a little curious. As for the other men who were originally focused on Murongqing, Most of them were now focused on Ling Ying and Han Chushue. Murong Qing might have a boyfriend, but these two new beauties, as far as the current situation was concerned, they came alone and did not have any male companions. That would be a different story. Du Mingtao and Xiao Anyu's attention was also focused on them. Chapter 530. To be honest, for a normal man, there was no such thing as a Lolita Kong or a preference for girls of a certain age. If they were given a choice, for example, if they were to put Ling Ying and Murong Qing together, most of them would choose Murong Qing. That was because women like her were the most likable. However, that was only in theory. There were too many situations in reality. Lin Xian was thinking. He was definitely going to see Ling Ying and Han Chushue tonight, so he was thinking about what to do. What should he say? Previously, Ling Ying had asked Lin Xian if he wanted to go and play. Lin Xian had rejected him and said that he wanted to explore the demonic beast domain. The truth was, that was indeed the case. At that time he indeed had such thoughts. But now that he was here with Murong Qing, what should he do? Not bad. Although it can't be compared to some gatherings in the past, it's already a high standard to be able to do this. Ling Ying looked around and was quite satisfied. Han Chushue said, "After all, we are here to welcome a heavenly venerable. Naturally we have to do it well. It's just that Lin Xian didn't want to come and didn't let us go to the demonic beast domain. Instead he went there himself." "Humph." Ling Ying snorted. He said that with Ling Longyue following him, there's no need to worry about danger. "Hey, there's caviar over there. I wonder how it tastes. Let's go." Ling Ying then pulled Han Chushue and ran over. Murong Qing happened to be there. The two of them also saw Murong Qing. Murong Qing smiled and handed them 2 glasses of red wine. "Here." The two of them received it. "Thank you," Han Chushue said softly. The two of them were stunned when they saw Murong Qing. It was just like the first time they saw Lin Ye and Ling Long Shui. This woman gave them a different feeling. They didn't expect to see such a beautiful woman here. "Have we met somewhere before?" Murong Qing smiled and looked at the two girls. She was indeed familiar with them. If a guy talked to a girl like that, it would be flirting. But when a girl asked them like that, "Sister, have we met before?" Ling Ying asked. Murong Qing smiled and clinked her wine glass with theirs. "It's a little familiar. Are you from Tiandu?" The two girls looked at each other and nodded. "No wonder, maybe we've met before. My name is Murong Qing." Murong Qing smiled charmingly. "Han Chushue." Ling Ying. At this moment Lin Xian, who was not far away, turned his head. *CK. How did these 3 women bump into each other? Why do they look like they're talking and laughing? Know him? That's right, they are all from Tiandu, so it's possible that they know each other. Damn it. Ling Ying. Han Chushue. Murong Qing was slightly stunned when she heard their names, and then she couldn't help but laugh. She was just wondering why it felt so familiar. So they were the daughters of the Ling family and the Han family. This Lin Xian actually knew them. And seeing them was like seeing a guy hooking up with another girl and suddenly seeing his girlfriend. Anyway, for Murong Qing, that was what she felt. Something was up. So it's the daughters of the Ling family and the Han family. Nice to meet you. Murong Qing nodded slightly. Sister is? Ling Ying asked. It was obvious that this Murong Qing's temperament and demeanor were definitely not ordinary. Me. Nothing much, I'm just a worker in Tiandu. I'm considered a small leader. Then why did Sister Murong come to Jinghua City? Ling Ying asked curiously again. I came with my little husband to attend a banquet, just to have some fun. Husband? The two girls thought for a while. Although she was very beautiful, she was also 25 or 26 years old. It was normal for her to have a husband. It was up to her to choose. Here, he's over there. I'll let him come over and introduce him to you. He's Lin Xian. After that, Murong Qing smiled and walked towards Lin Xian. Lin Xian. Ling Ying and Han Chushua looked at each other. Same name, right? Didn't Lin Xian go to the beast domain? Also, do you think Lin Xian can run to this person? Han Chushua said softly. Ling Ying also felt that it was reasonable and said, this Sister Murong should be an official in one of the three major forces. Han Chushua nodded, and then the two of them looked at the figure not far away, whose back was facing them. Ladies, this humble one is Du Mingtao. Nice to meet you. Du Mingtao smiled and walked over to strike up a conversation with them. Nice to meet you. Ling Ying nodded. How should I address you two ladies? Sorry, I don't accept conversations. I'm a girl and like girls. Thank you. Then Ling Ying held Han Chushua's arm. Du Mingtao. Believe? Course not. But since they said so, he couldn't be so thick-skinned as to strike up a conversation. It was easy to strike up a conversation with an ordinary girl. Why was it so difficult for these beauties? On the other side, Lin Xian was chatting with Murong Qing. Little hubby, come, let me introduce you to two friends. Murong Qing pulled Lin Xian's arm. Sister, please let me go. I don't like girls. Lin Xian said with a sad face. Not liking girls doesn't mean you can't meet girls. Come, they heard that your name is Lin Xian and they are very interested. Murong Qing said it deliberately. What? You told them my name? Lin Xian couldn't help but cry out. Hee, aren't you smart? They can let you meet great beauties. Come. Smart your sister. Zzz. Then Murong Qing sniffed her little nose in an aggrieved manner, and then said in an aggrieved tone, Little hubby, did I do something wrong again? I thought you would be happy if I introduced you to great beauties. Lin Xian. This woman was too evil. Since it was already like this, Lin Xian had no other choice. They would have met tonight, but Lin Xian hadn't thought of what to say. This was the most uncomfortable part. Let's go. Lin Xian sighed. Then Murong Qing pulled Lin Xian's hand, but Lin Xian shook it off. Han Chushua and Ling Ying looked over. Chushua, don't you think that person looks a little familiar? Ling Ying saw the figure walking over and asked. Yes, he looks like Lin Xian. Even the way he walks is similar. Why? Do all people named Lin Xian walk so stupidly? Han Chushua's beautiful eyes took a closer look. As she slowly approached, He is Lin Xian. I know. Didn't Sister Murong say that his name is Lin Xian? I mean, he is the Lin Xian we know. Ling Ying. She took a closer look. *CK. At this moment, she had the urge to throw the wine glass in her hand at him, but she resisted the urge. Chapter 531. This bastard. He said that he was going to the demonic beast domain, but now he was attending a banquet. It was fine if he was attending, but he didn't even tell them. It was fine if he didn't tell them, but he was actually with such a beautiful girl. It was fine if they were together, but what did Murong Qing say? That Lin Xian was her husband. *CK. Lin Xian walked over with his head lowered awkwardly. Hi, Ling Ying, Chushua. Let me introduce you to my husband, Lin Xian. Murong Qing looked at them and said with a smile. Cough. Lin Xian coughed dryly. This vixen. He could explain it. Ding. Feeling Ling Ying's unhappiness and jealousy. Prince Charming points plus 100,000. Ing. Feeling Han Chushua's jealousy. Prince Charming points plus 30,000. Then Murong Qing held Lin Xian's arm and smiled. Lin Xian. Ding. Lin Xian could not bear the system bombardment. Then Lin Xian quickly pulled his hand away. That little Ling Ying, little Chushua, it's a misunderstanding, it's all a misunderstanding. She was just playing. Lin Xian smiled bitterly. You don't have to explain anything. Ling Ying said. No, it's still necessary. You know each other. Murong Qing had a surprised look. Lin Xian regretted it. Why did he have to provoke this woman? Why did he have to make her unhappy? Now he had his revenge. Most importantly, who would have thought that these two rich young ladies would cross the city to attend this banquet? Lin Xian nodded. And I know them. They are both my friends. Not familiar, not familiar. Ling Ying walked away after saying that. Hey, little Ling Ying, little Chushue. Lin Xian quickly chased after them. Murong Qing's lips curled up. Humph, fighting with her and even being unhappy with her. This lady is not to be trifled with. Little Ling Ying. Lin Xian caught up with Ling Ying and grabbed her arm. What? Ling Ying flung his arm away. Are you jealous? Little Chushue, are you jealous too? Lin Xian said with a smile. Is it jealous of you? You wish. Ling Ying said stubbornly. I really have nothing to do with that Murong Qing. She's just like a demon. She's deliberately messing with me. I have nothing to do with you. Why are you explaining to me? Ling Ying looked at Lin Xian and asked. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. How could it not be related? She's a very powerful person in the holy sanctum. She has a very high status. I might need her help with some things in the future. Lin Xian explained. Lin Xian. Okay. I swear I really have nothing to do with her. She's messing with me by calling me little husband. Lin Xian. Han Chushue looked at Lin Xian and said, Ling Ying doesn't care about this. Then what does he care about? Ling Ying then looked at Lin Xian and asked, Didn't you say you went to the beast domain with Ling Longyue? Why are you with such a beautiful girl? Her name is Ling Longyue. Is this the beast domain? That's right, the girl cared about whether the guy lied to her or not. Ling Ying was already so magnanimous. She could only be angry and jealous, but she cared more about lying. Lin Xian raised his hand. I swear, I really wanted to go to the beast domain with Ling Longyue, but halfway there she pulled me over. I didn't want to come and I didn't mean anything, but she was very insistent. She was very insistent, so you came. Ling Ying heard Lin Xian's explanation and actually believed it. She would choose to believe Lin Xian's words more, but girls were all like that. They all had a proud mentality. The main reason was indeed Lin Xian's fault. Lin Xian said awkwardly, After all, we know each other. She was so insistent, so it wouldn't be good for me to refuse to tell the truth, right? For example, you asked me to come to this banquet. If I insisted, I would definitely come. So it's like this. Ling Ying's mouth curved slightly. Lin Xian. It seemed like he had said something. Forget it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it has nothing to do with me. What does it have to do with me whether you're obedient or not? Ling Ying said helplessly. Speaking of being obedient. Lin Xian then looked at Ling Ying and Han Chushu and asked, I told you not to go to the demonic beast domain for the time being. Why did you still come? Han Chushu didn't know what to say for a moment. I didn't go to the demonic beast domain either. This is Jinghua City. Ling Ying defended herself. What did I say? I said that for the time being, you shouldn't even leave Tianhua City. Moreover, there are hundreds of kilometers between Tianhua City and Jinghua City, that is the demonic beast domain. How is this not counted as going to the demonic beast domain? Hearing Lin Xian's slightly angry and reproachful tone, Ling Ying was like a child who had done something wrong. Han Chushu was the same. A second ago, she was still arrogant and reproaching Lin Xian. The next second, she was defeated by Lin Xian. I'm bored. Ling Ying pouted and said weakly. That's right, Lin Xian did say that to her. Now that she was caught red-handed by Lin Xian, she had become a little wife who had done something wrong. Is being bored more important than your life? Lin Xian said angrily. That's right, Lin Xian also suddenly realized this point. At this critical moment, how could they come out so easily? Lin Xian's anger wasn't fake. It was because he cared that he was angry. Otherwise, why would it have anything to do with Lin Xian? He didn't care. You can go wherever you want. You can die however you want. What does it have to do with him? There won't be a next time. Ling Ying said in a low voice. There's still a next time. I'm sorry. Lin Xian then let out a sigh. Okay. This is the last time. When we go back, we will go back together. Got it, Ling Ying said weakly. Then she muttered, it's not like you told us about the danger. Lin Xian heard it. No, do you think I'm lying to you? Lying to you that there's danger outside? No, Han Chushue said. Then she continued, I just don't understand. Lin Xian sighed and said, I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to worry. But since that's the case, I'm really afraid that you won't listen and run out again. So I'll tell you. Han Chushue should be obedient, but this Ling Ying wasn't. She was impatient. Then Lin Xian said, I received news that Tianhua City might be in trouble. Maybe it's not just Tianhua City, but also Jinghua City and the surrounding cities. But it's mainly Tianhua City. Trouble. The two girls showed a shocked expression. Demon beasts attacking the city. Generally speaking, for a city to be in trouble, it was either natural or man-made disasters. Other than that, it could only be demon beasts attacking the city. Lin Xian nodded. It's very likely. That's why I'm worried that the outside world is very dangerous. That's why I won't let you go out. That you're tuning in to the Whispers of Romance YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.